Welcome back to the App Squad, guys. This is episode 33. I'm your host, Mamba, joined by Momo.
Hello.
And our guest, you can't see his face, but we can. Vegabomb on YouTube. Go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm Vegabomb, or a lot of people just call me Vega. Basically, I just make YouTube videos and stuff like that, like mainly on Call of Duty, but yeah, I want to do variety here soon, but basically just Call of Duty YouTuber who just does like streaming stuff on TikTok. And yeah, that's basically it.
Hell yeah.
Perfect, man. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. You said you were, I don't know if you want to talk about this or not, but you said you were going to school right now.
Yeah,
what
full time.
What you going to school for?
Graphic design.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, one more year and then I'm done. So literally like next May, I'm done.
No wonder your fucking thumbnails are so fire, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, do you do your...
Yeah, well, the thing is, so I have like a guy who does like the modeling, but like the actual like composition and everything, like I do that myself.
Oh, yeah,
Like I tell him like, yo, like do this position, like everything. Like I'll show you after stream. Like I literally have like step by step of like what I want him to do and everything.
That's
So he gets it right. Because like
awesome, man.
I know me as a person, like seeing the success of a lot of these creators, like dude, I spend so much time like thumbnailing and like doing proper variants and stuff like that. Like seeing like Mr. Beast and shit, like it's crazy, you know? So it's like I want to take that time to like make it better.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the thing is, a lot of people don't realize like literally the thumbnail and title is the most important thing on your video.
Oh,
It's like
100%.
no question.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
I have a hard time with
Yeah.
with titling just itself. It's
Yeah, it's difficult. It's not easy because the thing is like you want to make something. You want to make a title that's like concise and explains like everything your video is about, while not giving too much detail and like make it so like alluring and interesting to like want to click on it. It's like you want to give them all of the information, but then you don't, so
Yeah.
that they like have like some sort of like intrigue to like click on it and stuff.
yeah, especially like because you don't want to be, at least for me, like I don't want to be like super. It's hard to title a podcast episode especially
Yeah,
when
it's
you're
like
not
3 hours long.
when you're not established, because it's like
Yeah,
because like you kind of have to make it clickbaity, and I'm just like
yeah.
how do I make this? Because otherwise I would just make it say whatever we talked about. But
Yeah.
in this case, I have to, just to get discovered, I have to make it somewhat clickbaity. And it's just like, how do I do this without being super cringe about it?
Yeah. At least for like, I feel like too, like for the podcast you guys do, like right now is like, I feel like the formula that's kind of best is like kind of what you guys are doing now. It's called like social hacking, where like you grab like the face of this social media like creator or person and you use that to kind of like market your thing.
Right.
Like I was saying, like talking about the one you guys did with my one friend MXZ or whatever. Like that one using his face and his likeness, like markets it to the viewers because they're like, oh, I know that person.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know that guy or something,
That's
like, it's
exactly
like
what
those
I've been doing.
YouTuber, yeah, like literally like all like a bunch of like YouTubers who put like Mr. Beast's face or like say like they worked with Mr. Beast and like they always slap his face on there because it's like again social hacking. They see his face, they're like, okay, if he's in this video, it's got to be good.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I mean, I'll slap a Mr. Beast face if we just mention his name in the
Got him.
thing. If we,
Easy. Yeah,
Got
he's in
him.
the tags already.
yep.
Let's
And
go.
That's another thing too, is people don't understand like search engine optimization and everything. I don't even understand it still,
Yeah.
and it's just so hard to do that.
Yeah, I mean to be honest, like SEO, like I feel like people don't realize like it doesn't matter too much because like honestly, YouTube takes more into consideration like just the overall stats, like the viewer likes the
Yeah.
video. Like the three most important things is like AVD, CTR, like click through rate, average view duration, and then average view percentage like watched or whatever.
Ooh.
So like usually like for your click through rate, if it's just anything above like 10%, like it's good. It's just a matter of like, oh, like how many impressions is it getting? Like how much is it getting pushed? And just like again, like kind of like seeing like a flat line or whatever, just change the title and thumbnail. Like you might as well. Like there's nothing bad
Yeah.
about trying it, It's like that could be the difference between like it doing mediocre versus it going crazy.
Yeah, that makes
Bro.
sense. Yeah, I might try the MXZ one. It was skyrocketing for a little bit. Now it's at
Yeah.
that little flat. I might try to change the title and
Yeah.
thumbnail. See, just do a little
Yeah.
bit of experimentation. I think the
Yeah,
only
especially now that like YouTube has the A/B testing like feature. It's so nice. Like I use that shit all the time.
what is that?
Basically, you can do this thing like on YouTube when you go to like into your studio. You can click like when you go to like your details, you do test and compare, and you can basically put multiple thumbnails, and it'll test those three like up to 3 thumbnails on YouTube, and it'll give you like a percentage of like which one has a higher percentage like preferred.
Is it just like an AI type thing, or I'm assuming? Or?
Well, no, it literally just throws it out. Like, say for example, like you have like 100 like 100 people watch the video, or that it throws it out to. It'll throw out like at random like those 3 types of thumbnails, and it'll based on like the percent, like the stats of like whichever one. So like say that, for example, there's one that has like, if it's split between three, like 33% equally, like say one is like 45%, you just like, it'll pick that one. Or like it'll last for 2 weeks, but like if there's one that's like clearly the better one, like one that's like 60% preferred, it'll automatically choose it.
That's awesome. I did not know that was a thing. YouTube should do, I'm sure they probably did, but they should do a better job at pushing that kind of thing to creators and let them know that this is an option.
Well, they do that fucking creator studio update thing every month. Like, this is what's new.
Like a video. No one really checks that shit. Yeah.
Right.
It used to just be like, hey, you're a creator. Just like, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's like they'll put it like at the very bottom of like the studio thing. Yeah. It's like, here's like all the information for something. And
it looks like an ad.
They could literally put something like, oh, we're going to delete your channel in a month, and you would not know.
Yeah.
You would have no idea.
That's the thing. And they're like I said, their thumbnails always look like ads. So I'm just like, oh, they're just trying to make me buy some creator program.
Like corporate garbage. Yeah, it's like some corporate garbage for sure. Like that's why I never really click on that stuff. So I usually like, there's this guy on Twitter named Muaz or whatever, Muazz. He basically is like, at this point, he's basically like a YouTube employee because he just like markets like everything that they're doing new and stuff like that. Like, even though he doesn't work for the,
but like just actually does it correctly.
Better than the actual Twitter. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's basically like a clipper, but for YouTube. That's kind of funny.
How I made like $20,000 clipping YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, but like he recently, like, so YouTube recently had like a meeting in New York, like talking about like new stuff they're adding. Like the new thing that I thought was kind of fire was this thing called Hype, where basically it's like YouTube viewers have like a certain amount of like hype that they can like that they have in like their account or whatever. Maybe like I don't know how it works like refreshing wise, but you can give it to like a creator, like give them hype, and there's basically a separate tab on YouTube called like the hype page, where like it basically, if like some channel, like it can limit is under 500K, so like under 500K channels will be on there, and then ones with more hype will be pushed to like the top of like the leaderboard. And like you can like see like these like new creators and stuff. Oh my god!
So bigger creators can like give smaller creators like an algorithm boost. Yeah, almost. That's fucking. That's actually fire.
That's cool, but are they going to? That's the biggest.
No, they're doing it. Like they're already testing it. It's tested, and right now it's been tested in Brazil, and then it's been tested in India, I think. But the thing that's like the biggest I feel like for a lot of people is like, is it going to be like botted? Like, are people going to just be like botting their accounts and shit? You know. So I don't know. That's the one like worry I have is like, how are they going to regulate like organic like hype versus like inorganic like botted like hype? You know, because it's literally just like when you scroll on a video, because they showed like a preview of it. It's like when you like say like you're on your phone and you just scroll down just a little bit, it'll say hype, and you can like hype this creator and give like a certain amount of points. It's almost like a reference point system. It's very odd.
How do you get like points?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like I don't know if it like refreshes every month or every week or how that works. Because I'm like, if you only have a certain amount, then it's like, I kind of see like you want to really like choose who you spend your hype on or whatever. But then I'm like, what if you use it all up and then you're done? Like you can never use it again. So there's gotta be like a refresh system or some shit. But,
is it a creator to creator thing, or is it like a viewer?
Like a viewer can use it. It's like, so that a viewer can like literally like impact like how the creator does. So it's like, say for example, like your homie does YouTube or whatever, and you really want to hype his channel up, you can spend your points and then push him up in that.
This feels like it's going to be a pay to win type thing.
That's what it sounds like. Like that's the thing is like, I fear like one, like if it's going to just be like, you know, people are going to be just mass like botting like channels and stuff, or two, it's going to be like, it ends up becoming like this political thing, you know?
Oof.
Spend $500 and give your friend a lot of hype.
Yeah.
That's just I feel like legal view botting.
Yeah, I feel like people are gonna do like basically like giveaways. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna give away like a fucking Tesla if you guys all hype this channel right now."
I'm gonna give away 10 hypes to my
some stupid fan. But there's that, and then they're doing this thing called YouTube Communities, which is basically like a Discord like on your YouTube channel. It's kind of sick.
That's pretty sick. That's I like that because the community tab is kind of bad right now.
Yeah, YouTube's basically just trying to like make any sort of like secondary like app like basically void.
Right.
So like, you know, like a lot of YouTubers, they'll make YouTube servers and stuff like for their channel. YouTube wants to basically get rid of that, and they want to like have it all on their app. So it's basically like you can use YouTube Communities. It's kind of like the community tab, but apparently it's just gonna be like properly fleshed out, where you can like talk to your viewers like in a live chat, and then you can like have your posts and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's fire. Actually,
it's a very good idea. I think that I see where they're going. I hope it goes well, but it's like I'm scared because I mean that's just gonna be filled. Like imagine like your community page is filled with ads though too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm worried about.
It's just a lot of like caveats. Like how is this going to be properly like fleshed out and like
there's just doing I feel fucking pause screen ads now.
Yeah.
That's real.
No, yeah, that's just crazy. That's crazy.
Fucking, oh, bro.
No, I hate that shit.
Bring back ad blocker.
It works sometimes.
My ad blocker, like, my ad blocker works sometimes. Like, dude, I probably shouldn't say that because I make YouTube videos, but like, dude, they fucking that shit fights back.
Yeah,
Opera. Is it Opera?
No, I just use the normal ad block. Like, I haven't changed like Opera or anything. But there's this other one called Brave, like a web browser you can use that apparently is pretty good, or like uBlock Origin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, since I use the normal ad block, I've used it like the majority I've had my PC. Like, dude, that shit fights back sometimes. Like, YouTube's like, no, you're watching this ad, bro.
It'll work for like a week, and then they re-update it again, and then
literally.
My favorite thing is when it still plays the ad, but it just mutes it. And it's just, you guys get that?
Mine sometimes will get rid of the skip button too, though. Like it will play the whole ad unmuted, but then I can't skip it. So it's like a 2-minute ad.
Yeah. For mine, what it'll do sometimes is like sometimes the black screen will pop up saying like, oh, you have an ad blocker on. And then I'll refresh it. Yeah. And then it'll just show like 3 seconds or 2 seconds of the ad. And then it'll go to the video.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't play right now, bro. They want their money, bro.
Yeah, they can't blame them.
Yeah, for real.
They probably saw how much money they were fucking getting after they blocked it.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if you guys saw, but like, so basically, YouTube put out a stat for how much money like YouTubers made last year. It was $70 billion.
Jesus!
Oh my!
But how much did they make?
I don't know. It's probably even more.
Yeah, it has. If that's what they're paying out like creators,
tenfold. Yeah, that's like, tenfold, bro.
Jeez,
that's insane.
Yeah, I saw a stat back in like 2017 or 2018 that like YouTube made like 120 something million like per day, like off just ads and like people going on like the app and website, all that shit. Like that's like crazy to think about.
Yeah, I mean even on your mobile app, there's like they still have like that stagnant ad that's just on the bottom half the time. So think about just how much money they get just from people scrolling through their browse feed, and they have like that ad just sitting there on the bottom.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, money glitch, bro. I'm telling you.
But like they're printing money.
You spoke about the like how you yourself use an ad blocker. What's your thoughts on that, considering that you're monetized?
I mean, honestly, like I literally tell my viewers, like, I mean, I don't really care. I don't even put a lot of ads on my shit. I use like the default. YouTube has like this AI like thing now where like the AI will literally choose the best spots to put your ads in.
That's
for like the viewer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of sick. So like literally when you go on YouTube and you make a video and it's like, oh, turn on monetization, and you have like the thing, it'll literally just say like, oh, well, like we'll make a preset for you. Like we'll choose where to put them. Like for the best experience for you, so you make money, and for viewers. Because like, yeah, you can choose, but like that could ruin like retention, all that stuff. So
that sounds interesting.
If you want. Yeah.
Especially considering the fact like for long form content like this, imagine like it just automatically like goes when we go take a piss break or some shit.
Probably will.
That'd be awesome. That'd be
literally. No, like YouTube, I think they kind of I feel like for that it's a win for them because they're like, well, if you make money, we make money. So it's like we're gonna try to find the best option for you.
And they're gonna make more. So So as far as doing content, how long have you been doing it for?
It's 4 years right now. In December, it'll be 5 years.
Damn. Now I saw that you
started in high school.
You got your big blow up around 2021, I believe, or 2022.
Yeah. It was like 2022, yeah.
Right at the beginning.
Like literally, like right at the beginning of like 2022. It was like basically like March, like April time. Mm-hmm. It was crazy because when that first like initial blow up that I had, I wasn't even like home. I was literally like in Wisconsin, like camping. Like I woke up and like I don't like, so like basically like since over there, like where I was camping at, like I had really shit internet, like cause it was like in the boonies. Like I was nowhere near like internet at all. So like, boom, like, but I still had like enough internet to like get texts and stuff like that. So like, bro, people were like blowing up my phone, like, yo, bro, like, cause at that time I think I was at like 16 or 15,000 subs. They're like, bro, like, dude, one of your shorts popped off and like, now you're at like 26,000 subs. I was like, wait, what?
Damn.
And I checked and I literally gained like, I think the highest that I saw like sub wise, like in that period that I got in one day was like, I think I got like 6,000 or 7,000 subs.
Jesus. How long did that up?
Yeah.
How long did that tick up for?
I mean, it kept going until December. I literally went from, so like in March or April, I was at 16 or 15,000 subs. And then I ended the year at 100,000.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
And it
That's
just kept going. Like I knew it was crazy because every time I refresh my like sub count, it was like 100 every time.
Oh my god!
It was insane.
Did you?
Yeah, it was fucking wild.
What was the short that blew it up? What was that initial short?
It was like a promo short. Like so, like I used to do like standalone shorts, like just like idea based ones that like I really liked and they would do really well. Well, like afterwards, but like before it was kind of like just hit or miss. Like they would just maybe do like 30K, 50K, like nothing too crazy. And then I had one where it was promoting like a video, like a long form video that I had, which I was like, I made it like, and it was like 2 or 3 months like go by, and then it like randomly like popped off, and it went from like
shorts is always like that. Shorts is just the time.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 20,000 at the time, and then as of right now, I think it's or like at that time, I think it went up to like 1.2 million.
Jeez,
like. Yeah, it just
and
like
the fact that you gained that much subs from, because I mean I've had like 1 or 2 shorts hit like 1 million, but it's like I never saw an influx of subs like that. That's insane.
I think it's because the video like did so well, but it was like promoting like a long form video that like they went to like either sub to me in that on that video or like on the long form video. So it's like regardless, like they were probably gonna watch, and also too like especially the content that I make like is more like bit based, like we're just like messing around, like just doing bits and stuff. Like they were just like, yo, this guy's funny as hell, like I'm gonna watch him. And then they just started subbing. Like I think the biggest jump was I went from like within like a 1 month stint, I went from the 16,000 to 44,000 subs in like 2 weeks.
Jesus, how did that feel?
Mr. Beast numbers.
It was crazy. No, yeah, it was fucking crazy. Like I think for that first month, I think it was like I gained like 16,000 subs, and then I gained like another like whatever, like 10,000 subs like right after that. It was wild for sure.
That must have been crazy. I mean,
yeah.
Were you?
I was telling you, like I was literally camping like when that whole shit happened. Like I literally would like what I had to do. Oh god. So I was camping. I would literally have to drive like 15 minutes to go to like the local Walmart like in this town to go get like decent internet like signal. It was that bad.
Just to refresh
and like
those
I would,
stats.
yeah. And I told my mom, I'm like, dude, like we had to go check this shit out. Like my shit's going crazy right now. She's like, all right. So like probably like once a day, I would literally go and drive to that fucking Walmart. To,
That's
go
so
check
funny.
Because I was there for like 3 days. So like I had just like no internet, like nothing. So it was just funny. It was like the high, like at that time, like the peak of like my, like, you know, growth. Like I wasn't even home to like check it.
Yeah. Wherever, I think that's like, that's such a good story though to tell. Like I couldn't even do anything about it. Like that's
no, dude. Like
I can imagine
like,
you running.
You gotta post something, bro. And I was like, dude, I'm literally in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, I can't even do anything. I just thought it was funny. That it's just like the one time I get something to like do good at that time was just like, bro, I was literally in the middle of like fucking nowhere. I couldn't do anything. So yeah, like once a day, like dude, I was like a crackhead, dude. I was skitzing waiting to go to Walmart to like go fucking check my stats.
It's like life just like enforcing you to sit there and like just
literally, dude.
What was your first? What did you do when you first got back home? Because I imagine you just busting through the door,
opened up YouTube Studio, bro. You already fucking know.
He was on the grind.
Literally, what I did was like when I got home, like I just like was working on a short to like put out and stuff like that. Like literally, I was on lock, dude.
I got to grind,
fucking crank. I need to crank, bro.
Popped an Adderall. He was sitting there for 24 hours straight.
I was locked, man. Yeah, I was fucking.
But you were in school, right? Too. So you had to.
Yeah, I was still in school. Well, no, that was I was in school. It was just for the weekend. So like, I literally got home and I was just like, I mean, I had school stuff to do, but like, I literally was just like, I need to do like content, like for sure. Because like at that point, like it was kind of like not like I wouldn't say like rocky, but like stagnant. I was just not really getting a lot of growth, and I was like, I'm gonna still do this, but I need to just keep experimenting. Like I think the thing is that my biggest mistake during 2022 and like 2021 was like I had like a really big like jump from like first year I ever did content. I went from like 34 subs to 10,000 subs. So I was like, I was doing pretty good because like TikTok did really well. Like I had a TikTok hit like 3 million. So like I was really kind of just riding off that. And then I was like, well, if I just keep doing what I did like last year, it's going to work. Right.
Yeah.
And it just like, you know, it just wasn't hitting because the thing is, one is like, I wasn't innovating, but also two, it's like that growth that I had was just like off of like TikTok and stuff. So it's like, if I'm not getting that, then it's like, it's not going to.
And TikTok kind of changed their algorithm, and they also had a big like surplus of people coming in and doing the same thing because people realized how I did the same shit. I was like, I realized that this works, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work because there's so many other people doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, basically like just like with that, I was literally just like, I need to change like stuff. Like it took me a year to realize that. Like I was just like, dude, like why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? And like I feel like the biggest mistake a lot of people make is like they kind of just blame the algorithm or like blame like YouTube for like their problems and like why their video isn't doing well. It's like, dude, like I hate to break it to you, but like it's just like your video sucks. Like it's not marketable to people, you know? Because the thing is, you have to put it in their shoes. Like some of these people have never seen you ever in their life. Like, and again, just like real life, people make a judgment within 3 to 5 seconds of seeing you. So it's like you need to be able to utilize those 3 to 5 seconds to like really market whoever you are to this person. Like, watch my video, you know?
Oh yeah, and
it's like a cold call, you know? Like pitching.
And you do it great, by the way. Like we were just like doing some research, and I pulled up one of your videos, and 30 seconds in, like we're trying to come up with questions, and I'm sitting here watching the video because I just got sucked into it. So you do a great job. I try my best,
man.
I ended up watching that whole weed smoking one.
Oh, really? You like that one?
That was the only one I watched all the way through, but that one was fire.
Yeah. No, dude, I really love that video. Like, dude, literally, it's so annoying because I'm the type of person when I make my videos, like I try to make them better each and every single time. Yeah. So like when I made that video, I'm like, dude, like this is my magnum opus, man. This is like my best video that I've made yet. And I really, really liked it. And I mean, it did really fucking well. But it's like, now that after that, I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I feel like I spent so much time and energy in like making that video so good that it's like, how do I innovate on that? You know?
Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like what happens to me when I create videos is like, I try so much to like think outside the box and like really just make it like a huge step forward when it's like, it doesn't have to be like that. And it's just unrealistic. Cause like, if I want to make this like a long-term thing, I can't spend and like, you know, break my back over something like this. Like for the next video when it's like, I want to make 100+ videos moving more or down the line, you know? So it's like small steps, like literally like what Mr. B said. It's like when you make your first video versus your 100th video, if you just make like a small change little by little by little, it's going to be night and day versus your first and your 100th video, you know? True. So it's like a matter of just like saving your mentality, like saving your mental, like saving your, like, so you don't go insane, like just small steps. And so like, that's what I try to do every video now is like little by little, like I'm changing, improving something, whether it be like my workflow, whether that be like how like much editing that I'm putting in, like a new style of editing that I want to include and stuff like that. And just like different things that I'm trying to add so that I have like continuity amongst all my videos. Like to me, like I feel like my visual prowess, like visual style is like really, really bad, like compared to like other people, like
really
my space. So yeah, I mean, cause like for me, a lot of my friends who like edit and stuff like that, they're like motion designers, like they do like VFX for like music videos or like for montages and stuff like that. So it's like for me, like I kind of hold myself to their standard. I'm like, dude, like my shit's fucking garbage, bro. Like
I feel like it's such a hard comparison to make though, because obviously, like, you can't really compare a music video to a funny moments montage. You know, it's, like it's
more so like I want to like include more so like an identity to like my editing. Like I feel like I don't really have that. Like for me personally, like I know like a lot of people say like, you know, like I feel like I can tell like your video versus anybody else's videos, but it's just like I kind of have like that standard for myself where I'm always trying to improve, always trying to make myself like my stuff better. So it's like I always try to push myself, and sometimes like it gets the better of me by like spending too much time on like a video or whatever it may be. So it's just like learning to reel myself back and be like little by little, you know?
Yeah. So what kind of example do you have for like someone else's video, for example, of what you think like their niches for editing?
Oh, like, or like their best visual style. Yeah. There's this guy recently that I found like 2 months ago, this guy named Doza. He does like CSGO videos or like CS2 videos. Like, dude, his videos, in my opinion, like his subtitling and then just his overall visual style, I think is some of the coolest I've seen for like a gaming video. Like I'll send it to you guys like later on after the podcast server. But like, dude, his editing style, like literally I was like, dude, this shit is so sick, man. Like, he kind of like combines to me like retro gaming, like I don't know if you guys ever played like Skate 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like he gives off like Skate 1 and 2 vibes with like just this very like rustic, like grungy type of like video game style like in his videos, and I just love it, dude. It's so sick. While like still having a lot of like really clean and like simple editing. Like, it's just so nice, and like he has a lot of versatility when he's editing and stuff like that. And it's like when I see that, I'm like, dude, like that's what I want to do. You know, like I want to have something where it's like you can clearly tell, like, yo, this is like fucking different, bro. You know? So
you know,
that's what I push myself to.
I think it's hard with funny moments to do that, though, for sure.
Yeah,
because it's just like how do you find your uniqueness?
Well, it's like I think it's a lot of bits, a lot of like your humor, and then also like you said, it's a lot of visual things. I think I mean, we can put we know certain creators, right? Like we know a Soviet Womble video, we know a Fitz video. Like those two people have so distinct editing styles, and most of it is like subtitling. Like and Smitty too. Smitty's like editing is insane, and you could tell like this is a Smitty video, this is a Fitz video, this is a Soviet Womble video. Yeah. Like they have that specific like touch to it.
100%. Like you know what they are, and this thing too is like I feel like for them it's a lot easier to kind of like stand out because they were kind of like
they were the first
like,
progenitors.
They were the progenitors of like funny moments, like for like that space. Like, and they weren't like the OG funny moments creators, but more so like kind of like adding more editing to like funny moments and stuff like that. It wasn't just really just unedited raw like footage. So that's why like I feel like for me like my two main inspirations was like Fitz and like Vanoss and stuff. Like Fitz, like I was trying to take the aspect of like kind of like the dark humor, like sometimes like that type of formula, and then adding onto it while including like the Vanoss, like I feel like genuine funny moments. Like this is just like genuinely hilarious stuff, you know? So I try to like have a good like balance of the two where it's like I have humor that's like not too out of pocket, but like not too like wholesome, I guess, to where it's like a good middle ground where it's like anyone can enjoy it, you know? Kind of like the best way I explain it is just like it's just like stupid humor. Yeah. You know?
I think I think that's the best kind of humor is just like the kind where you're literally just talking shit with your friends, and it's depends on the kind of friends you have, because as long as it's not too out of pocket, then it can go into a video and it's all fine. Yeah. Because the worst part is the humor that has to get cut out.
Dude, yeah. No, 100%. Like, I don't think we've really like had anything like too crazy where I couldn't put it in, but it was more so like what happened a lot of times was like I would put in a bit that I thought was like hilarious at the time, and then I just wouldn't put it in like afterwards because I was like, this isn't funny. Because like I'm the type of person when it comes to like like my workflow type of thing is like when I record stuff, like literally the stuff like that was from the smoking video that I made. That was from like 2 months before. Like I have like a lot of stuff like backed up. Like right now, the stuff that I'm working on is from like June and like July. Like I have like a lot of stuff backed up. Like because my mindset when it comes to like recording and stuff like that is like I'll record stuff, clip stuff, but then when I go to cut, I wait a good bit, like 2 months, good bit, like to like look back at it because it's like. The thing is, a lot of these people, like viewer wise, have no context. Like they weren't there for these bits, so it's like it's kind of like
it's still funny. Like, then it's good.
Yeah, then it's like actually genuinely funny because like again, these viewers have no context. Like they're not in our group. They don't know all the inside jokes, all that stuff. You know, because there's some things that are just funny in the moment. You know,
100%.
So I try to like kind of like just give it time, just to kind of like let it cool off, and then look back at it. And if it's funny like later on, then I know it's like a genuinely funny like clip.
Yeah, I used to do funny moments too, and that was one of my things is I would fully edit the video, and then if I was laughing at parts, I would keep it in, and then I would just keep rewatching it and rewatching it. If I wasn't still laughing at the certain parts, I would cut it out.
Yeah. No, yeah, dude, it's like it's not easy because like this is like it's time consuming too. Like trying to like figure out like okay, like is this good enough? Like is this funny? Is this interesting?
Oh yeah, I mean it's even more interesting.
It's only me, you know, like trying to like judge it and stuff. So
it's even more interesting considering the fact that like you're like kind of scrapbooking bits and pieces of different recordings, and that just must make it so much harder for you to edit things because it's not consistent. Like most people just pull one session, edit it, funny moment, there you go. But you're going everywhere. You got a whole scrapbook.
Yeah, I try to like basically like with my videos is like. Usually beforehand, like we'll try to like have like an idea or narrative or whatever we're doing because that way it's like easier to kind of like tie everything together. Because like before I would just do purely just random stuff, but like now with like the past like 5 videos, I've been trying to like add like an idea or narrative to like the video so that way it's like easier to kind of like follow and like have some sort of like storyline that people can like be interested in because like that's just what's in nowadays for YouTube, like Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, like all that stuff. So like I try my best to kind of like have it. I'll tell everybody like, oh, we're going to be doing this and this and this today or whatever may be. Like not every time, but it's more so just like another video that I have like that I eventually want to do is like doing like kind of like those like spinning the wheel type of videos where it's like we'll spin a wheel to like do like a certain strat or like use a certain gun or whatever maybe.
Like
so that way there's like
strat roulette.
Yeah, basically like we want to try one of those and like I feel like that'd be fun and while like still like again, having kind of like the genuine funny moments that we still have, it's more so just like we're tying it in now with like a bit or like a structure or whatever maybe. because it's just easier to package that way because that's just how YouTube works now. You know,
so
you can't just be like funny moments number 37.
37, yeah,
You know?
because it's just all a mesh.
Yeah.
So you've been talking a lot about your workflow and everything like that. Everyone has their own styles, like as far as workflow, and you have a great idea of like making ideas for videos. A lot of people, especially funny moments creators, don't have that thought process. But I just want to know, what's your favorite part as a creator
to like do?
Yeah, is it like is it the process? Is it the recording the games, the pre-planning, the editing, or just straight up like posting it and getting that gratification from the results?
I'm trying to think, man, because like there's some parts that I really, really like, but then there's some parts I genuinely like fucking dread, man. Like I hate it so much.
I'll give one.
No, it's because
like subtitling is the worst part of anything.
I like subtitling's fine because I think it's because I'm so used to it that like my brain is just rotten to just be like, this is okay, this is good. It's just
this is fine.
That's yeah, literally. Like luckily now, like I use like the Adobe like auto captioning where I could just like change little things. Yeah, so like I used to spend like 6-7 hours subtitling. Now I spend like 2 hours subtitling.
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
Even I only subtitle TikToks now, and it's just instead of having to spend an hour editing a 30-second clip, I just do it in 10 seconds, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's a
so
lifesaver,
nice, dude. Yeah, it's so nice. But yeah, like I think for me, the thing that I like the most is just like, I don't know, like looking, like cutting is my favorite part. Like I love just like looking back and seeing everything that that's going to be in the video, because like that's the most fun I have, just like laughing at all the bits and shit. But then I kind of like brings me back to the reality, like fuck, I have to edit this whole thing. Like, yeah, so like I just do that. Like a lot of people actually like ask me like, do you have like an editor and stuff like that? I'm like, nah, dude. Like I don't think I want to eventually, like, it's not that I want to, but like I'm gonna eventually need one to like, you know, get more stuff pumped out, because now my schedule is not the best, because like I have school, I have other life stuff, like I have this, so it's like, dude, I'm posting right now like once a month, bro, and it like now it's like a meme in like my community that they're like, bro, he literally just posted so he could pay his rent. I'm like, dude, fuck that.
I saw someone
bro's rent was due.
Yeah, it's so bad, dude. I hate that shit. But like they know that like a lot of like the majority of my community knows that like I'm spending like genuine time and energy on these videos. Like I'm never been that type of person to kind of like half-ass shit. Like when I work on a video, like I'm spending like 100% of my time on it. Just like in anything, like I'm always been like that kid where it's just like 0% or 100%. Like there's no in between for me. I'm never
one day or day one.
Yeah, for real. Like I'm either gonna like never do whatever in my life, or I'm just gonna go like all in on it.
Fuck yeah.
That's a good mentality, especially in this game. Good mentality to have.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I've just been, I think it's because like I've always had like this dream of doing YouTube like since I was a kid. Like literally watching like Minecraft videos. Like I don't know if you guys ever heard of popular MMOs. Like he used to do like Minecraft
I remember that guy.
Shit.
Dude, that's ancient times right there.
Actually, that dude was goated. So like I used to literally like come back from school, because again, like I was just like this little Mexican kid who like never really had like internet access and stuff. Like my parents like had the internet, but like again, like we really didn't know about that type of stuff, you know? Like I was kind of still like sucked into the culture and like being like, yeah, like we don't, like you just watch TV, man. Like just do your own fucking thing. Like you don't have to go on the internet and shit. So like eventually I got my phone and like computer to like watch videos and stuff. So like literally I would come home every single day and like watch like his crazy craft like videos, and he would do like crazy craft Thursdays or Tuesdays and shit like that. Like there was like scheduling to the programming, and it was kind of sick.
It was like
and
TV.
Like I loved those videos, dude. Like I was like infatuated with that stuff. Like it was just one of my favorite pieces of content. And eventually like watching like Vanoss and stuff like that. But like at that time when I was a kid, like still living in my grandma's house, I was like, dude, like I want to do this one day. I want to do content. Like that's like my dream, you know? But then like sadly, like my family was like, oh yeah, fuck no, bro. Like you're gonna go to school and be like a
classic,
another gear in the machine. Yeah, dude. So I was like, fuck, man. So like I just like middle school and high school, I was kind of like, I wanted to still do it, but it was like on and off. Like, bro, I'd play like Fortnite and shit. Like it was so scuffed. And like you didn't really get anywhere. But then eventually, like in high school, like when COVID hit, I was like, it was like December 19th, 2020 or 2019. Like I know the exact date I started like doing content seriously. It was December 19th. I was like, you know what? Like, bro, fuck it. Like I have one life. Like I might as well do it. Like there's no point of like not trying, you know? So like that whole like winter break that I had for those 2 weeks, I was just like pumping out content like 24/7. Like I was still editing on my PS4 on Share Factory.
Oh my God.
Like, that's how committed I was. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because I I didn't have a PC then because like my old PC was like some shitty ass like Windows like XP PC, you know, like
Windows Movie Maker.
Like,
Trying to
yeah, like I didn't even like do anything. I would just like watch videos and play like desktop games and shit. Like I didn't even know how to edit or anything like that.
That fucking school laptop.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like it was ancient. So like I eventually like I was editing on my PS4 and then eventually like I saved up to get like a PC because like at that time like I was doing content, I was doing school, I was editing for people at one point, and then while still like doing like a normal job. So like yeah, it was crazy. But like yeah, basically like I eventually got a PC from saving up money from like my job and stuff. And then started like editing like on DaVinci Resolve and stuff like that because I was like free editing program that I can get. Yeah. And I just saw a video and I just got it. And I started editing on there. And then just like, yeah, slow progress, just eventually just getting something to hit. Here we are now.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
You said you wanted to do variety too. What do you?
Yeah, so
I've seen you try to branch out a couple times with like GTA and stuff. What's the plan?
I did it like a while back, but basically the plan is right now is like because a lot of people don't realize like on my YouTube channel, but like the thing is crazy is like a lot of people like a lot of my viewers who are like on TikTok, they'll see like I'm in like my friends' videos like all the time, like my online friends, like a couple of my friends do like Valorant content or they'll do like Rainbow Six Siege content or mainly just Valorant and Rainbow Six Siege, but like mainly the Valorant guys, like my friends like Neon, Splash, my friend Mant, like they do Valorant content and like, bro, I'm in their videos all the time. And a couple people would be like, oh my God, is that Vegabomb? Like, what the heck? You know?
That's awesome.
And it's just like people don't realize, which I think is kind of funny that it's like, dude, like I like playing other games other than Call of Duty. Like, I hope you guys know that. Like, I don't just play COD all day, every day. I actually only play COD maybe like 8 hours a week at most, which sounds like a lot, but like compared to like
for a gamer,
Call of Duty content, like that's not a lot.
No, not at all.
Like I spend. Yeah, what did you say? My bad.
Oh no, I was like, that's just like a crazy low amount for someone that makes just Call of Duty content.
Yeah, right. Like I spend maybe like if we play like if my friends like record like if we record like every day, we spend like at most 2 hours a day like playing. Damn. Like that's really it. Like we're pretty like I feel like mature about it. We're not gonna be like, oh, let's play for like 7 hours today. Like fuck no, dude. I'm gonna get burnt the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like unless we're doing like a set like thing that we're doing, like if we're just playing to play just to get clips, like I'm not gonna play.
Yeah,
like playing for 3 hours and I'm burnt out. I'm like, fuck, dude, I want to go sit down and like, I don't know, like take a nap or some shit, bro. I'm burnt the fuck out.
Yeah, I can't. So, I mean, we were making Rust content for a while, and I saw that you played Rust a little bit.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I loved Rust, man. My Steam account got hacked and I lost that Rust access because some dude like. No, I was stupid as hell. So basically, like, there was this dude in this Discord server that I was in. He was like, oh, like I'm trading away like all my CS skins.
Classic.
Stupid. I was like a stupid because I didn't know it. Like again, like when I got my PC, like I knew like nothing about like Steam or like any like these shit like that. So like, bro, I was like, bro, free skin. Fuck it, dude. I don't even play CS, bro. I'm just gonna take it. Like I had CS:GO, but like I never really played. I was like, I mean, fuck it, dude. Because the thing is, like, what kind of didn't really like it was a mod or whatever, like in this Discord. So I was like, oh, my friend probably knows this guy. So I was like, but then my friend was like, dumbass, like, of course you'd fall for that because that's what everyone's going to think. Like, this is a mod. There's no way it could be like a scam or whatever. So it was like the typical thing where it was like, oh, you got to sign into Steam. And then it was like, oh, like, we need to send you like a confirmation email or whatever. I didn't check. I scrolled down and said Russia. They took all my shit. And then I had to send a ticket to Steam and shit. And then they basically used my accounts only on Rust to like use cheats. And then they got my shit back banned. So.
Damn. They probably sold your account for like $10 on some fucking.
Yeah,
they have those little websites.
That was my one dumbass moment. Yeah, that was the one time I was like an actual just fucking idiot. Like, so like every time people like check my Steam profile, they're like, "Dude, you were cheating on Rust." I'm like, "Bro, I got yeah." And then I had to like explain the whole shit where I'm like, "Dude, my Steam got hacked and shit." Which it's on me, but yeah, it was still kind of.
I mean, you were a kid, man. I mean, it's not like.
Yeah,
it's not like it was.
Dude, I was addicted to that game, man. Like,
we were
actually addicted.
I hit 2,000 hours. It's rough out here, bro.
Bro, I think that's the game I think I've ever played. Actually, no, that's not the game I played the longest straight for, but it was pretty long. I think I played 15 hours straight.
Oh, that's nothing. We
I
were
did 48.
Yeah, we were doing 48 hours,
Jesus Christ.
and we were taking turns sleeping to watch over the base, man. It was some actual degenerate shit, man.
They still caught us in the 2 hours that we were all offline.
Because one of us knocked out.
Motherfuckers, bro.
We got knocked out.
Oh my god,
we woke.
That's insane.
It was a grind, bro. That game is grindy as fuck.
No, it is grindy as fuck, dude.
It's terrible.
Well, the thing is, 'cause when I was growing up, like I loved World of Warcraft, so like I love like grindy ass games.
Yeah.
So like, dude, when I played that game, I was like, dude, this is like the game for me. Like this is perfect. So
running home with a fucking inventory of sulfur and you get headshot, bro.
Yeah,
oh my
dude,
god,
it's so annoying, bro. Yeah,
I hate it, man.
Get me tilted, man.
I love the game, but I just literally cannot play it anymore.
Well, you just don't have time, bro.
Like, and it's just not
you need
fun.
you need to have like you literally need to have no life to play Rust.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like the truth. So like that's why when I see these like Rust YouTubers, bro, I'm like, dude, these guys like are the degens of degens.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why they all stopped posting.
That's why they're lucky though too, is because like they got big off of Rust. They're making a living off of Rust, so they literally can just sit at home and play Rust all day.
Well, that's the thing though, is they fucking a lot of them. Like I went back when I was trying to find people to come on the podcast. I was looking through all the old Rust YouTubers that I subbed to, and literally like half of them just stopped posting because they got caught in the Rust niche, which is very strict. Because no Rust players only watch Rust. That's it.
Yeah.
So they just stopped. They just gave up.
Yeah.
The only one who really branched out is like
players.
H-June. H-June branched out.
Well, H-June, he was smart and reached out to other creators and got
Siege players are like
everything
that too, yeah. They're fucking weird.
The only like big like Rust like YouTuber I know is like Blueprint. You guys know Blueprint?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like dude, he does like those like Rust movies and stuff. Like
those
are like, insane.
We were a main on his. That was like one of our main services that we played on was his 1.5x, I think.
He probably has an editor by this point.
We bought VIP, man. No, he makes it very clear that he edits his own videos.
Damn. Where the fuck he get the time to do that?
That he's a full-time content creator.
I guess he probably does like a week wipe and then he edits for like 2 weeks or something, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That's fucked.
Yeah, it's like he edits as like his detox from Rust.
That's actually a good way to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
probably won't get burnt out.
Makes like 1 million views a video at least, so it's.
No, yeah, dude, that guy is printing money, bro.
Plus, he's got his merch, his Rust servers. Like he's making a shit ton of money.
Remember when you got into that drama with that other Rust YouTuber who said very not nice things, and then he blew up?
Yeah, this one Rust.
Call him out right now.
I don't even remember the name, but I uploaded a video and he called me some slurs. And
oh god.
I remember what was his name, and then he blew up a little bit, and it's just really funny knowing it's like I can ruin your career right now. I'll just show that crazy comment of the slur that you left on my 10 view Rust video. Like you're such a hard guy for doing that.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. But no, yeah, like for like that day that I played like 15 hours or whatever, like that's just pretty rare for me. Like I think the only games I've ever grinded for that long, like straight, was like Rust, Genshin. The first day of Genshin, I played for like 12 hours. Dude, I was locked, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like hella like grindy games, bro. It sucks me in.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys ever heard of the game called Once Human. Dude, I was like for like 3 weeks, I was really just infatuated with that game.
Fuck, what is one?
It came out recently.
What the hell is it about again? I've heard of it.
It's basically about like this post-apocalyptic world where there's like these monsters called deviations that like are like in our world now that like you have to like try to like contain and use, and they're like basically like pals from like Pal World, like Pokemon essentially. And like it's like it came out recently. It's free. It's a really good game. I just like couldn't sink any more time into it. It was addicting as hell.
I always see this on the homepage.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I've seen this before. Somebody else was playing that. I forget who though.
Dude, that game. Oh my god, I was locked into that game for like 3 weeks. No, dude, I would literally wake up and just play for like 10 hours. Like it was so bad. Or like literally what I had to do was like to edit, I would put timers on like how long I would play Once Human for. I'd be like, okay, you could play for 1 hour and then you gotta go back to editing. Like it was that
fucking
bad.
Scheduled. I like that.
I love that game, bro. But no, yeah, for like the day that I had to play Rust, I woke up. I had to like go to like I had to take a math test. It was like online classes. I had to take like a math test or whatever. I fucking probably failed that shit. I hated that class. So I took that test. I go to my birthday party. It was my birthday that day.
Oh my god!
I had like my birthday party and everything. So like, dude, I woke up at like 6 a.m. We had my birthday party or whatever, and that ended like at 6 p.m. From 6 p.m. for like 15 hours, I literally just played Rust until I had to go to the airport to go to New York for like a vacation.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I literally had like no sleep. I was just like locked in. I was up for like 30 something hours before I went to sleep. And quite literally, like we got to the Airbnb, I was like, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. They're like, okay. I laid down. It was like 1 p.m. I woke up the next day at like 3 in the morning. Like, and I was like, dude, I'm hungry as fuck, bro. So like I looked, we had no food. I literally walked down to like this pizza spot. I don't know if you guys have ever been in New York. It's called Two Bros Pizza. I literally like walked down there. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was like, "Can I just get pizza?" They're like, "Okay." And I walked back to the Airbnb, and I was like, "Ah, yes, dude.
God,
this shit was lit." Yeah, literally, bro. I was like, "This is what life's about, man."
Wait, dude, we're fucking ADHD brain. What the fuck is the plan? We for the variety.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. That was
the
all
plan
of us.
for what?
For his variety coming up.
Yeah,
We went on like a 30-minute tangent.
Yeah.
It's Rust, man.
So
we
like,
can't not talk about
true,
Rust is such a big part of our lives.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. No, but like content wise, the plan is like basically I want to do within like this next for either end of this year or beginning of next year, I want to kind of like sink my teeth into like doing variety content, whether that be like on TikTok first or on like streaming first. Cause like streaming, like I kind of want to use like Twitch streaming as kind of like my getaway from mainly doing only COD content, because it's like I kind of want to use it as a sense where it's like people seeing like who I am more so than just like, oh, like he's just the Call of Duty guy, you know? So it's like I want to try to do more variety. Like I'm streaming later today, but I'm going to be doing like COD stuff, which it's funny that I say that.
Yeah,
I want to do variety,
completely contradicting.
yeah, literally. But like I want to do like I've been doing like some variety stuff here and playing like Valorant or playing other games like Craft and stuff. But like I basically want to use like I use streaming mainly for like basically kind of like similar like what Ludwig does, where he's like I have like a set plan, like I have a set idea, like everything's like structured and scheduled and planned for like these streams. So that way it's not like, oh, I'm just like on here just playing games like just for whatever, you know? So like today, like my stream plan is basically doing there's this game mode in COD called 2v2 gunfight where you have like random guns that you just like, you know, go against 2 other people. And I'm basically going to be doing me and my one other friend. We're going to be going against like viewers, like who are going to either can team up or like they'll be like at random. So like you can either get a random teammate or you can join with your homie and go against us. And if you win, I tweet out whatever you want me to tweet out.
That's pretty
as long as it's like safe for work and stuff.
I like that.
Can't wait to see your Twitter later tonight. But
yeah, right. It's gonna be like spammed with shit, dude. Like, I mean, I hope to lock in. I mean, like literally, I've done like 1v1s. I've done like sniper only. Like I did like the 1v1s. What I did, which I thought was kind of cool, was like 1v1, but you get to choose what we use. So like they could either use like a really good like meta gun or like use like a really shit gun, but like we both have to use it, you know? So it was really, really fun. And then just doing the same thing, like if you win, like tweet or whatever. I used to do like marbles on stream too. Like that shit was fun as hell. Cause
anything that gets viewers involved is solid. I like that.
Yeah, that's basically what I want to do, where it's just like viewers can choose and like have the power to basically cause like the outcome of whatever the stream or video is going to be about, you know? And I feel like that kind of gives them kind of like that drive to be like, I want to be a part of this. Like there's an actual like community, like involvement aspect in this. So I really try to push that with like my streams or whatever ideas that I'm doing. So that way it's like, they're intrigued and like actually like incentivized to join and stuff like that. Like this is other idea that I haven't done yet, but I really want to do is like, do you ever see like those Markiplier videos where they do like the, would you rather like 50, like see which one has the higher percentage. I basically want to do that where it's like, of course you guys know like Twitch streams, they have like channel points and shit. I want to incentivize people using channel points now, where basically I'll be like, yo guys, like which one do you think has a higher percentage? And people can use like the predictions thing to gamble their channel points to like see which one they think is going to be the higher percentage.
That's really good.
And then that way, like say for example, they lose, like, well, I got to get more points. So then they watch the stream more, or they sub or they follow or whatever. So it's almost like I'm feeding into the system to where it's like I'm incentivizing them to like try to win more points or whatever it may be, to like use it for like funny redeems or whatever. So there's like a reason to like gain them and spend them.
Yeah.
But then it's like I get something out of it by them staying longer in the stream, maybe subbing or following or whatever it may be, you know? So it's like a win-win for everybody.
Oh yeah.
But like a lot of my friends are like, bro, you're basically just promoting gambling. Like, I was like,
a little bit.
It's not money, but it's okay, bro. They get like
next
some
stream,
of the high,
we're doing it with bits instead.
Yeah. Yeah. Only donos. Yeah. It's a high roller table, so it's a minimum of like $250. But yeah. I want to do like, so for like variety content though, I think I want to do like just like the simple like typical games, which is like I want to do like GTA 6 when that comes out. That's gonna be fire as hell.
Oh yeah.
Not
like, gonna be on PC though
next month. Yeah, that's what's kind of whack, man. So I'm gonna have to fucking buy a PS5 to do that shit. Like, which will be an investment for that alone, like to me. So
there's enough exclusives on there to be worth it.
Yeah. 100%. So like I'd have to get like PS5, get a capture card, like all that shit. But I'll do it if I need to, because it's just like the way I kind of see it, and what I've told my friends is like, bro, it's gonna basically just like look at like what Vanos and them did. Like they played COD first and then GTA, and they just went crazy.
Yeah,
you know?
it's everything is just an investment.
Yeah, 100%, and I can just write it off too. So
true, taxes
for content.
Easy.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
So like literally, so like my plan is like I want to do like GTA content when that comes out. Of course, like then when the new COD comes, or like when the new GTA comes out, and when the new COD comes out as well. I want to do like Valorant content as well, Minecraft. I'm trying to think what else I want to do. That's really it, to be honest. I'm not like a huge like variety player. I think I want to just do like small like or like side games just for like maybe like one-off streams like Fall Guys, or maybe do like a Roblox stream or something like that. Like I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but there's like a lot of like YouTubers who actually play like Roblox like as their variety content, and that shit goes crazy, bro.
I've seen a lot of people
Roblox is like the biggest game in the world right now.
A lot of people just playing Roblox. Yeah, I mean, because they on Roblox, you're not playing Roblox. You're playing any game you fucking want to.
Horror, fucking action, war games, everything.
They're kind of crazy with it, honestly.
No, it's wild because like no that platform like just prints out money now. Yeah. Like I mean, you guys know that like Roblox used to just be like, oh, this is just off-brand Minecraft. Like this is just straight garbage, you know. So like I never play that shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not a fucking loser. I want to play Minecraft. What the hell's wrong with you? But then like now it's like, dude, it's like this like corporate fucking like amalgamation of just like so many different things, you know? And like I've gone in it now like here and there, like either to play with like my friends or like some stupid shit, or like play with my little sister. But it's just like it's crazy like how much it's changed versus like when we were like growing up, like seeing like this game and stuff, you know?
You can literally play like hell let loose on it, bro.
8 years ago, if you told me you were on Roblox, that'd have been like, you're fucking cringe, bro.
You're gonna get clowned on. You're gonna get clowned on, bro.
Like three of the people in our Discord are playing Roblox, and I'm like, bro, like
lit.
All right, man, do your thing.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like you don't know what they're playing. Like they can be playing like some crazy simulator that's like that's like super like hyper realistic, and it's like you'll never know. Like I remember seeing a clip on TikTok, and it was just like a war game. And it's just like even like the fucking animations
like a squad type.
It was like
game.
Like this dude got headshot and he slumped, and like the animation and everything was crazy. And someone was like, "This is a Roblox game."
Yeah,
I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's wild. No, there's this one girl I know who goes to school with me. Her boyfriend is a Roblox developer. Bro, that dude makes like 80,000 a year.
Oh yeah, we
tell about her.
We know a girl. She made skins. And that was her biggest thing, was skins. And dude, she was printing money.
Bro.
She was a millionaire. She hit her first million when she was 16. That was like 7 years ago.
And
that's like dangerous money though to have at that age.
But she was smart with it though. I'll give her that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And
she would have spent that shit on like fucking Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I need to get like Renegade Raider. Like,
how much V-Bucks can I get with this?
Yeah, dude. No, bro. Like if I had that money at that time, like at 16, yo, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, if I had that money now, I would just be like, dude, right?
You know what's great? I didn't even think about it, but now that the game is blowing up even more, she probably got like 10 mil in her bank account.
Oh yeah, 100%.
She flexed on me one time with her Robux balance. She had 3 million just in her Robux account. Oh yeah, like not even her bank account. I was like, bro, what is this?
Yeah, that's fucked. Because like I think 1,000 Robux is like $10. I think it's like the same as like V-Bucks. I think it's like 1,000 Robux is like $10 or shit.
It's fucking
so it's like,
crazy.
Bro, printing money at that point. But no, like this guy like apparently like helps like make Roblox games, and it's like he doesn't have like too big of games, but it's like a small game and you're making comfortable money is insane. You know, game development now is like so lucrative, dude. Like it's kind of crazy. Like it's so volatile, but like so lucrative at the same time. Like you can make crazy money or like dead fucking broke.
Yeah,
like, there's no in between.
Like if you made Dustborn, then you're just done.
Yeah,
but
yeah, for real.
Or if you made Dr. Disrespect's game.
Yeah, or Concord. Yeah, for real. There's still
5 Nights at Dr. Disrespect's or some shit like that. Yeah.
Oh,
and you like see at the bottom like under 16 or like to play
16 and under like that. For ages 5 and up.
You must show your Twitch messages.
Yeah.
16 and down.
Yeah, for real.
Just opposite terms of service. Just like only under 13 can play.
Oh man!
If you have a girl's name in your profile, he DMs you.
Yeah, for real. You gotta keep your Twitch messages open, only to him though. But no, yeah, I want to do like those type of games, just like small games, just kind of like one-off ones. But like my main games I do want to do is like COD, Valorant, GTA. I think Gmod will be really, really fun. I know it kind of just seems like I'm just kind of ripping off like what Vanos and them did, but it's like it's not the same type of thing where it's like I can re-innovate off that. Like I won't just be like just like him, you know?
Yeah.
Like I kind of like, even though I said before, like yes, I do feel like I lack a lot of things, but I do take pride in like what I make. You know, like I don't know like how it comes off to you guys, but I feel like the videos I make are like pretty decent. You know, like I really do.
They're more than decent.
I don't remember the last time I watched a Warzone video all the way. It's been years. But I was watching that weed smoking one, and I was only going to watch like 2 minutes of it. Watch the whole thing. So there you go.
Yeah, I did. Thank you, man.
I replayed that clip of Bucky's like 6 times. The Bucky's clip had me rolling, bro. That shit was funny.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god, dude. You know, I actually went to my first Bucky's in August. It was the first time because I went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I went to like the second biggest like Bucky's or whatever, and I went to that shit. I was like, dude, this shit's crazy. Yeah, because like over here by me, like we don't have that.
Yeah, you got to come down and see the number one, right? And then you can come see us.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Live episode.
I think in Tennessee was like the second biggest one, and that one was pretty huge. But like I seen like videos on like the biggest one in Texas. Like, dude, that shit looks crazy, man.
Dude, I mean, we have one. I mean, we're not. I don't know how far we are from the biggest one, but we have one that's just like 20 miles up the road, and it's just an average Bucky's. But that goddamn is that it's
an
like
average
a Walmart.
Bucky's is like a Walmart. Yeah.
And I'm just I just want gas, man.
Yeah, for real. No, dude, when I went there, because I watched like videos and shit on it, like I was like to try like the brisket sandwich right now because I heard that shit's bust. So I was like, let me go try that shit. Yo, that shit was next level.
Yeah, it's pretty fire.
How did a gas station produce this, bro? Like that's actually
that's what I'm wondering
got some
too.
Fucking beaver balls in my right hand.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, dude, my brother was like, we need to get the beaver nuggets, bro. I was like, okay, like chill. Like he was like a crackhead, dude. He was like locked and ready. Like he was fiending. Like if I saw foam out the mouth, I would have been like, yeah, my brother. That's not my brother. But yeah, like what's it called? We don't really have anything like that. We have like this one chain called Thornton's, like here, like by me, that like they do like, you know, like hot food and like normal gas station stuff. Like, dude, like their spicy chicken sandwich. I've only had that shit like twice in my life. That shit was a 10 out of 10 every time, bro.
Shit.
I mean, the thing is, I didn't eat anything that day, and I was probably like either like high as fuck or drunk, so like I needed it, but like still fire, still god tier.
We had like Wawa on the East Coast, but that was like,
oh yeah. That's
like smaller, but they make
I heard they make good food.
They make good food.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard they do like really good food and also do like really good like smoothies and shit.
Yeah, I'm not from anywhere cool, so I don't have any chains that are. I'm experiencing this all here, so.
Okay.
So Bucky's was I've only been to Bucky's once. That one time that we went together, and then
it was cool.
What's it called? I think yeah, that's all I got. So, yeah, I like Chili's. Chili's is sick.
Oh my god, yo! Did you hear about like people are going to Chili's now more than like fast food spots?
Oh yeah, it's cheaper. It's you can get the 3 for me thing is like $13, and you get a full meal, appetizer.
That's
drink.
like crazy to think about. That it's like a sit down restaurant is cheaper than fast food, bro. Like that's insane.
I watched the video saying like Chili's like post pandemic has become the most highest like profitable that they've ever been since they've opened.
Yeah,
like quadrupling sales, bro.
Well, yeah, McDonald's thinks they're a middle class restaurant for some reason.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Like $10 for one burger.
It's also not that crazy. I think it just depends on what you like. Today for lunch, I went and got a quarter pounder, 2 6-pieces because I had a deal for a 6-piece, and then 2 McChickens. I got 5 things. Right, it was only $12. Oh, plus a drink.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, I was like,
nah, dude. Like, shit. For me, like, whenever I go to McDonald's, bro, like, I'm a nugget guy, bro. Like, I love nuggets, man. So, like, I always get like the 20-piece with the large fry, dude. That shit is always like $20, man.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember when that shit was. I was in high school, and I would go to lunch with $5 in my pocket, and I was able to get a 20-piece and a drink with those $5.
Fucking bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
That's how I gained fucking like, 100 pounds.
It's the guide to gaining weight. Yeah, for sure. Like, I think for me, like when I was in high school, like getting like a 20-piece nugget, like fries and a drink was like $12-13. Like there was even a guy like on social media who showed like his Walmart shopping list where he used to do like online orders from 2022. It was like $126. He showed it now. Like if you were to reorder it, like the same things, $426. Yeah, like it was insane.
Well, I've also
like,
noticed
damn near triple, bro.
I've also noticed that some Walmarts have different pricing. Like if I were to shop at the store that I usually shop at, you know, like I'll buy my normal groceries, it'll be like $80. But then I went to one up the street. Some it's kind of out of the way, so I don't go to it. But I was just on that side of town, so I went to it. Got the same shit. It was like $40, and I was like, "How the fuck does that make sense?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, let's talk about eggs for a second. Now that we're on the topic of inflation.
Okay.
So, why the fuck do egg prices change like gas? It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like so weird. Also, too, with fruit too, man. Like fruit is like also like changing all the time too. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's really by me.
So eggs here right now, a 60 count crate is like almost $20, if not more than that. I think it's like $25.
Yeah.
A few months ago, it was like 15. A few months ago before that, it was $7. And it's just like every fucking day they're like, I swear to God, they're changing the prices on it. And it's like,
yeah,
what is so special about
the way I see it is like, I feel like what's going on is that like a lot of like, since like everything's inflating, that like all these companies now are trying to like slide in like, we're going to inflate it like even.
Oh, our cost is going up too, guys.
But this is like a daily thing. That's why it's crazier.
It's like, bro, there's no way you had like a 300% increase in the matter of a month, bro. Like, stop lying to me, dog. Like, that's insane. But no, yeah. Oh god, no. I knew that like the shit was like, I knew like our world was fucked, bro. When the dollar menu was gone, I was like, yeah, we're not.
It's GG, bro.
I like it because like on the app, it still says $1, $2, $3 menu, and you click on it, and it's only things that are $2 and up.
Yeah,
and it's just like, all right, take that one out, and then we're good.
It's like, why do you even have it, bro? The only thing that's $1 is a fucking drink. Like that's all.
It's not even $1 anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's like
drink ain't $1.
It's like $2 now.
What the fuck?
Like, enough to where like on the app it's a
we
deal.
Used to be a country, bro. God damn it! I don't even have like McDonald's that much ever. Like it's just like a rare thing now. Like I used to go like semi often, especially like in high school. Like good God, bro, that was like the spot. But like now that like I'm in like now like where I'm at now, like here in the city, like I never get McDonald's. Like I just go to like a local spot. Like that's just what I do. But it's like.
When you do it,
in like
you're mad.
Few months thing, but when I go, I'm like,
really?
Man, like what happened, bro? Like what went wrong? Like I thought we this used to be like the goated like fast food spot to go to or whatever. Like a lot of my friends like shit on McDonald's, but bro, like for me, like I've always liked McDonald's.
Yeah,
bro.
it tastes good. I don't know. It's decent, man.
It's always been like it used to be like the most consistent fast food spot, bro. Like I remember like what's it called? Like the one that's I feel like is really big now, or like a lot of people go to now is like Wendy's. Like Wendy's used to be not that big before.
Yeah,
I feel like at least for me, like in my area and stuff. Yeah, Wendy's is good. Like I like it a lot. I never liked Burger King though, bro. That shit always fucks on my stomach.
I love Burger King. Burger King is a good. I would rate their taste. Yeah, I would rate their taste a little bit higher than McDonald's.
The last time I had Burger King was sophomore year of high school. I had a Whopper or whatever. It was my first time ever having a Whopper because I always got nuggets. So like first time I got a Whopper or whatever. Bro, I literally had a shit like 5 times that day. I had
that Whopper was just in and out my mouth.
You know what? To be fair, I literally had Burger King like a week and a half ago, and I think I had the same fucking. Now that I think about it, I literally had to wake up and because I work at night. I went and got it in the afternoon. So throughout the day, I woke up in the middle of the day as I was sleeping and just had to shit. Like I woke up to the feeling of someone punching me in the stomach. And those shits only happen on rare occasions. But Burger King did that to me. But I'll still fuck with them.
You sounded like so betrayed. You're like, Burger King did that.
Well, because like it tasted so good. Like it was, and it's just like why Burger King?
Literally too, like that time that I went to Burger King too, like I tried like their zesty sauce or whatever.
Ooh, that's where you went wrong.
No, dude, like I didn't even like eat it like with it. I just tried it or whatever, right? Because my friend was like, "Yo, dude, like zesty sauce is fire." I was like, "Okay, let me try it." It is quite literally like the most like confusing experience I've ever had in my life because I'm like, do I like this or do I not like it? I would taste it. I'm like, oh god, but then I'm like, well, kind of tastes good.
Zesty sauce is just the king's cum.
It's just like question. Okay, that's fucking very.
It's called zesty sauce because it fucks your butthole up. Hello,
probably, bro.
That's why.
No, but like literally, like it was just like question marks in my brain. Like, do I like this or do I not like?
It's probably just got to be like some random like Thousand Island dressing they put like extra mayonnaise in or something.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
I love Thousand Island, bro. That's my favorite condiment ever.
Now, are you like a Thousand Island dressing on a salad person or just like as a dipping sauce?
Oh no, dude, like on everything. I put it like on my burgers. I put it on my fries. I put it in like in hot dogs, bro. Like I love that shit, man.
Damn.
Dude, I had In-N-Out like when I was like in 8th grade. Yo, like 7th grade. Yo, that shit changed my life.
Oh wait, the sauce is
actually
I
changed
didn't
my
even
life,
realize
bro.
that that's at that Thousand Island.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Big Mac sauces too.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Like literally, Big Mac sauce is like Thousand Island, but like extra pickle or whatever. That sounds fat as hell, but like that's just the truth.
But it's fucking. McDonald's life hack: get a McDouble with Mac sauce on it.
Yeah, dude, that shit's banging, bro. That shit is because it's just a better Big Mac. It's just a better Big Mac, bro.
And you don't have extra carbs. You lose the carbs, boys.
Yeah, it's less bread. Like what's it called? I went to In-N-Out when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, like to go to California for the first time to see my family, and they were like, "Have you tried In-N-Out?" I was like, "What is that?" Like again, like still like oblivious, like Mexican kid. Like I don't know anything about the world, bro. Like anything I know is through like fucking Mexican like news and shit like that. So I was like, you know what? I'll try it. It sounds like it's just a burger spot or whatever. Bro, I ate that shit. Yo, that shit actually changed my fucking life, bro. Because I was like, I asked my cousin, I'm like, "What is that sauce, bro?" Like literally, like the Krusty Krab. I was like, "What is this?" Like, my cousin was like, "Oh, that's just Thousand Island sauce." I'm like, "Where can I get it?" He was like, "You can get it at the store." So literally, like up at like from that point on, like moving forward, yo, just every burger, fries, yo, I had that shit with Thousand Island.
You know, they got the dupes now, so you can like literally just buy like the actual sauce that they have like at Walmart. Like they have like
So I heard about that with like cane sauce, like Raising Cane sauce. Apparently, like the chicken tender dipping sauce at Walmart like is the exact same.
Yeah, they're just super dupes. Like they got what's it called? They got the cane sauce, Chick-fil-A sauce. They got the In-N-Out sauce. There's one other popular sauce I can't remember.
I think it's because a lot of these people are now realizing that like a lot of these products are just like made by the same company and just like sold differently. Like Walmart probably it's probably the exact same because it's like the same products from like the same company.
Yeah, they're just same people
just marketed differently. Yeah.
I mean that's how most just like great value products is. It's just the same company, just shittier version.
Labeling. Yeah, for real. There may be like a little bit extra carcinogens that'll knock off 2 years of your life, but it's not. It's still good,
worth it.
You know.
Those 2 years, in LA, we don't care about that.
Those
shit.
2 years gave me $1 off. So
like, dude, red 40, bro. Give me 40 more. Like literally, bro.
my coworker was eating like this candy the other day. He's like, "Oh damn, we got everything in here: red 40, blue 10, yellow 60. We're going all out."
Crazy, actually. The thing that's crazy to me that I thought was so funny is like all these countries, like in Europe and stuff, especially like the UK. God. Like the UK always clowns on like how much garbage is in our food. I'm like, bro, then like why do you guys have like a higher obesity rate per capita than we? Like that's like honestly hilarious. Like I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.
They put like tuna on fucking baked potatoes. That's why.
Oh god, dude. Yeah, like tuna. It's insane. They're like, oh, I love my mercury and everything. Bro. Dude, no, I don't even understand that shit, bro. Like, how are you guys like still eating food from like? That's insane.
World War II era.
Beans on toast and shit, bro. That's crazy. Dude. If you're still eating beans on toast, bro.
Their fine dining is the fucking Spud Man. If they didn't have him, they'd be done for.
Dude, no, they see spam. They're like, "This is fine dining." And it's like, dude, come on.
Holy
man.
shit!
Like,
you can put the meat in the can.
Dude, it's insane, bro. Like that's the thing. Like I've seen like videos. So I do like watch a couple like YouTubers who are like British and stuff. Like I don't know if you guys know the podcast called Trash Taste or whatever. They do like they're like they live in Japan or whatever. These 2 British guys and this one Australian Japanese dude, and they like asked like or like the Australian dude was like, "Oh, like what would you recommend to like do in like the UK if you guys ever visit like London and stuff?" They're like, "Don't." I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." Like they literally said like you'll be disappointed in the food that we have here compared to like other countries like America and Japan and stuff like that. I was like, "Damn, that's kind of crazy, bro." Like negative patriotism there. Like it's kind of wild, you know.
Well, speaking of British YouTubers, you're friends with MXZ. Yeah. How did that come about?
Yeah. Basically how that. Oh my god, I don't know if he remembers this, but like, I think it was when he hit 100,000. I was like at 30,000 subs at the time. I like messaged him on his YouTube channel, like saying like congrats or whatever. I was like, dude, like congrats on like 100K or no, was it 100K? No, it was 30K. It was 30K subs, and I was like at 6,000 subs. I was thinking of like a different person, but. Yeah, he hit like 30,000 and I like hit like 6,000 at the time. And I was like, yo, man, like, congrats. Like, that's a big milestone or whatever. I was like, if you're ever down to play, like, I'm down. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll let you know or whatever. Because I was just like, small channel, like just hitting other people up, trying to like connect and stuff like that. So, whatever that goes by. And then eventually I hit up his homie Zigzag or whatever. And I think we started talking, we started playing. He invited MXZ to like play or whatever. And then we just played. It was fun. And then like we don't really play that often because of like time zones and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's still like fun to play with them from time to time, just to kind of have a nice like switch up and stuff from like my typical like friends that I play with and stuff like that. Like that's what I feel like I lack a lot right now is like variety, as in like who I play with and like who I talk with and all that type of stuff in my videos. Because like I like, while the channel and like my viewers do love the guys, like they love all them.
Shout out Kevin.
I kind of want to, I want to just like, oh yeah, Kevin, dude, the GOAT, man. I love that guy. Dude, I got some crazy fucking stories with that dude, bro. Cause like, yo, like that guy quite literally to me is like my favorite quote from him is, he told my friend who I met, like how I met them through, which is, my friend's brother, or no, his brother. Yeah. Like he told him in high school, it was the first time he ever met him. He was a freshman. He was a senior. He walked up to him and just said, yo, sobriety's a joke. And then walked away. He never said anything after that. And then talked to him like a year later. Yeah. So like, no, dude, like Kevin is like actually like, dude, that guy's so funny, bro. Like he's like unapologetically like so out of pocket, but like not out of pocket at the same time. It's just hilarious. Like that guy is so funny. So like there's a clip that I probably will put in a video where like he was like over at his mom's house or whatever. And he was talking on the phone, like on Discord while we were still playing. And we were like jokingly, I don't know what even happened, but we were like joking about like his dick or whatever. And he was like, guys, my mom heard you talking about my dick. And then we were just dying of laughter, bro. It's so funny. Like just some of like his delivery of like some of his lines, dude, just has me cracking up so much, man. But what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot.
What was the question?
I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
We started talking about Kevin.
Kevin, MXZ, how you met him?
Variety in your friends. Sorry. There we go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Sorry. But no, yeah, I want to add more variety, like amongst the guys, like, or just like, even if I don't play with just them, I want to add like or include like other people that I'm playing with, almost kind of like on TV where they have like new guests and stuff.
It's like
I want to do that. Yeah, you know, like we have like the same guys. Like we're gonna always like have me and my friends, but like I want to include new people so that there's more like, I feel like dynamics going on and just like different, like I feel like flows and stuff like that. It's kind of like when you see like, I don't know, like Ryan Reynolds talking to like, I mean, like he knows like Hugh Jackman and like all of, like the Marvel guys, but then it's like, what happens if he was to talk to like, I don't know, like the Christian DC Bale or something? Like, yeah, like there's like a different kind of like dialogue that happens there and flow and everything, you know? So it's just like, that's kind of what I want with my videos. It's just like, I want to include more people so that it's like more interesting and more diverse in that sense, where it's just like different people and like, yeah, like maybe guys who are like in the funny moments aspect or like genre, but maybe people who are like do more like try hard content and stuff. So that's like that good kind of mix of like funny and like
rage,
try hard and just like what would happen, you know, or like rage or whatever maybe, you know. I feel like that'd just be interesting just to see or just even test out.
100%.
It doesn't even have to come out as a video, but just more like one, making connections, but also two, it's like I get to like, you know, just see how that goes and see if something funny comes out of it, you know. And it's a win-win, I feel like, for both, because then we get to try something.
Yeah,
you know?
You get to innovate without even like having to change too much, because like you can still, like you said, you can still do it in your COD lobbies.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing is like, I do love playing with the guys. Like I always will prefer playing with them, but it's just like, I want to also to like break the continuity by just like having something new here and there, just to spice things up, you know?
Exactly. So, with that being said, if you have a dream COD lobby, who would be your 2, 3, and 4? Yeah.
Oh, dude, the people that I like, creators that I would want to play with is like, I feel like funny would just be like Fitz or whatever. Vanoss would be dope. Wildcat would be funny as hell too.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else. I think I kind of want to like do like a mix of like just different people in general. That'd be interesting. So doing like Fitz, Vanoss, Wildcat, even like I don't know if you guys know like much about COD, but there's this guy Futives who does like kind of like montage, like kind of like try hard content. But it's just more having like that mix of like almost like 3 or 4 dumbasses and then one guy who's like trying his ass off because it'd be funny to see like that dynamic. Yeah, like I feel like that'd be funny to see that dynamic, you know? So like them, and then maybe even just having them like with the guys, dude, that'd be so fun, bro. Like just seeing that dynamic. Like, I mean, like, I don't know, to me, like when I tell people, like I genuinely do think that like my group is like super unique and like the like kind of like dynamic in like way that we like talk and stuff compared to like a lot of other groups I feel like on YouTube. Like that might just be me like having like a big head about it, but like I don't know, like I feel like we kind of like do things and like format things differently compared to like a lot of other people in my space, you know? Not saying that we're like the best or anything like that. But
that's the thing, right? Like, I think every friend group kind of has that vibe of like,
yeah,
every friend group has like a different
niche
dialogue options.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess is for lack of better words.
Yeah.
We all make different jokes, and then people want to be a part of that. They want to understand it. That's what draws them in.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, dude. But yeah, I think those would be the people that I'd want to like have as like a dream collab type of thing. Would be the people that I really, really enjoy to like work with and just like see how that, you know, comes about. So, because like, even for me, bro, like a lot of people do say like they do like my videos, but like, bro, I honestly think like my friends carry my videos a lot more. Like I try to be more active in my videos now, but like it's more so just like my dude, like I feel like they make way funny jokes and stuff.
I think that's
which is
the
like
pinnacle of funny moments videos, though.
Type of thing. Yeah, 100%. Like I try my best to like incorporate myself as much as I can because it's just like it's still like my videos at the end of the day, and it's like I don't want to be like, oh, like I'm just here like recording and editing it, and it's just my friends type of thing. So I try my best to kind of like incorporate myself, and I feel like I do a lot better job than I did before. But it's more so just like an improvement thing, just like little by little, just kind of like involving myself a lot more, you know?
Oh yeah, but you're also, at least for me, what I was doing was like I was seeing it from a creator standpoint. Like I was the cameraman, you know, like I was you're trying to line up the shots, get like the timing right for like, you know, something funny is about to happen, so you're making sure that is good. So I get your vibe, but I was trying to get the involve myself in more too. So I'd be like, if I made a joke, I was like, I have to fit this in here somewhere because otherwise 100%. It's just me just being, like you said, just recording it and editing your friends talking. It's just like, it's not as fun.
Well, it's just hard. You have to 100%. Use more brain power because you're like, even if you're just trying to enjoy the game while recording, you're still thinking about like 100 different things at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing that's kind of crazy is like when like the normal dynamic when we play is like I'm usually the one that's like carrying and stuff like that, like actually like trying to win, but I also like play to have fun too. Like I feel like I've gotten a lot better where like before I used to just like lock the fuck in and just like try to win while they were just goofing off and I'd record it. But now it's like I've gotten pretty good about like literally just like I get kills, like I'm going crazy, but also too like I'm cracking jokes with all now. It's like because I feel like nowadays, especially like in the niche of like whatever game you're doing, like if you're like in Valorant or COD or Rainbow Six Siege or whatever it may be, like you kind of like the best of both worlds is like you're good and you're funny, or like you have a personality.
Yeah.
You know? Like look at Jinxie, for example. Like that dude's insane at the game, but he's also funny as hell.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the thing, right? Me and you, because we're like 2 years apart, we're in the everybody wanted to be a pro gamer generation.
Yeah.
So everybody 100%. Can be a tryhard. Everybody can be good at games in our age bracket.
Yeah.
But they can't, not everybody's funny. Fuck you, Chad.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But no, there's just like it's just like a hard balance because like there are two different niches of people who are just purely just funny and purely just like, you know, like sweats at the game.
Yeah.
But it's like as for like longevity and like especially like how things are going now, things are a lot more competitive in that sense of just like content wise. So it's like now you kind of have to have a personality and be good at the game.
Yeah.
Sometimes not like all the time, but like it's a plus, like a big plus to be like that. Like there's just people like, I don't know, like if you guys like watch Valorant too much, but like Tens, for example, like
I know
he's kind of just like good as fuck at the game. He has some personality, like he's more involved now because like his girlfriend like also does content and stuff too. But like he's mainly known as like he's just good as fuck at game.
Oh yeah, he's the fucking Valorant warlord.
Yeah, so it's just like, dude, if that guy had a personality too, like, bro,
I heard he was retiring.
Yeah, he retired like 3 or 4 days ago or some shit.
Yeah.
So,
damn.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. He retired at 23.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like, it's a thing of it from his position is like, he's making way more money just doing content than he did like being a pro player. Like that's for the majority of pros though. But like for him, because of his brand being so like exclusive and so lucrative in that sense, like it was just a no brainer for him because he even said he was going to retire last year because of how bad the season went. But his girlfriend like convinced him to do another year and he won another major. But then retired because they didn't win champs or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
that
that's
one
a
was
good time
crazy,
to stop, right? You won a major.
Yeah,
get the fuck out.
At least you won, you know.
Yeah.
At least
I'm sure he wants to spend more time with Kaide too.
100%. Like I think that's the thing too is like he wants to just live his life, you know. Because I think she said it too. I honestly like can agree. She's like, my whole identity is kind of like through him. Like I don't really have like my own personal identity. She's just like, I don't really get to live my life. I have to kind of just like stream and just like hang out here like in LA and stuff like that. But like now that he's retired, he doesn't have to stay in LA. Like he can go back to Canada. They can move to fucking Japan or whatever they want to do, you know?
Hell yeah.
And it's just like that type of thing where it's like having that freedom is just like a one-of-one thing, man. Like you gotta hang on to that as long as you can.
Oh yeah. And plus, I mean, I'm sure she's still battling it, but I mean, she has cancer and everything too. So it's like, I'm sure that was a big aspect into it too. He just wants to be with her.
Yeah.
Because imagine like your wife. I don't know if they're married yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're engaged. I don't know if they're married yet. I'm not sure.
So imagine your fiance is battling cancer and you're having to train for a fucking major the whole time.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Entertaining fucking idiots in chat.
Yeah. And then all these people too, like talking shit on you and like your girlfriend and stuff. Like it's horrible, man. Like the thing is like, yeah, he was the most successful like Valorant player, but he's also the most criticized Valorant player. Like he was like the face of Valorant.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like if he has a bad game, they're like, dude, yeah, you're fucking.
You ruined Valorant for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, bro. It's just like half these people are just like half-headed fucking idiots that just don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Parasocial idiots that aren't social enough to understand the situation. Can't read the room.
Bro. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Parasocials are wild, bro. They're out of pocket.
It's crazy because like they talk all this shit online, but then like, bro, when they're in front of like a McDonald's cashier, they freeze up. Like it's crazy.
I'm having a panic attack.
Dude, I wanted no mustard. I didn't want mustard. They gave me mustard, and now it's oh my god! Give me corporate number.
Should I go fucking punch that guy? It's just like, dude, come on, bro. You're not gonna do anything. He's gonna knock you straight out of the fucking.
You barely ordered that. You used the self kiosk to put that in. You didn't look
afraid to even just give him the receipt, bro.
You didn't look them in the eyes.
Hands are shivering and shit.
This is number 42, right?
Yeah. Yo, I don't know why this randomly brought it up, but like, I don't know if you guys have ever had like any crazy encounters at fast food spots. But, like, dude, there was a homeless guy at this Raising Cane's that almost like tried attacking us. Dude, that shit was terrifying.
Dude, we had a weird experience at a vape shop where they.
Oh, I remember that shit was crazy.
It's
like a tweaker.
It was like a NPC from a video game, like a horror game,
like the Oblivion fucking battle music. It was like,
we pull in and we see this dude, and he's like, it's like an L-shaped like plaza, and he's coming on one side, like from the opening, the only opening that you can come into the plaza from, and he's going across, and he has these two fucking like tree limbs that he's like dragging behind him, like fucking like,
bro, it's like an Elden Ring,
like and then I was just like, what? Let's get in the fucking side this store now.
It was literally right as we're walking out. We open the door, we see it, we go right back in. Oh, I guess I'll try this in here.
So we waited. Like I was like, the glass was so reflective on the inside that we couldn't see out. So I was just like, this guy could be right by the car. He could be right outside this door. Let's wait in here for like a minute and just pretend to try these vapes out for something. Like, oh wow, this is a really good. This is good flavor. And then he comes. So. We wait, and then the door opens. I shit my pants. I'm just like, God damn it, I'm about to get a tree limb to the face. And then these two dudes walk in. I was like, okay, it is safe outside. So we run back in. Dude is gone.
That's what's scary, though, is it's a big plaza, or not that big.
You could
where
see
did he go in there was 1 minute?
The way where he was walking, there wasn't an exit that way. It was just more like, it was just a building. And lagging a little bit.
It's good now?
Yeah.
No, dude, literally, like, as you were talking, it was getting, like, staticky, like, more and more staticky. I was like,
it's like Slender Man, bro.
And I checked my ping on Discord. Yeah, I checked, like, my ping on Discord, and it was literally, like, 5,000 ping. I was like,
Discord's also been glitching the fuck out lately.
I think this guy's a ghost, and he fucking heard us talking about this story. And he's like, this isn't going to work out.
He fucking shut off our internet. He's on the way, bro.
How was your, what was your Raising Cane's experience?
My internet was bad. Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Okay. So we were in north side of Chicago, like over, north side of Chicago, like over by this Raising Cane's, because my friend went to this school called Loyola in Chicago. It's like a university. We were over there because we were like, we're going to go to a party or some shit. We went to like Cane's like afterwards. It was pretty late, not like super late night. I think it was like 11 or 12 because like the ones in the city usually like open up later. They usually close around like 1 or 2 because like college kids who like want food and shit. It's like whenever we go, it's like 11 or 12 at night. It wasn't too late. We go and then there's just like this tweaker, bro, like sitting in a corner, like by like, so like, you know, like how some restaurants, they have like that bench, like across, like against the window where they have like the stools and stuff you can like lean on and sit down. He was there like in the corner or some shit, like just, you know, just sitting there like dirty as hell. Like, bro, that guy looked like he was fresh out the fucking mud, bro. Like that guy was tweaking off his ass. So whatever, we're ordering our food and I'm worried, bro. Like I'm seeing this guy, he's like twitching and shit. I turn around. He gets up like really fast and then he's like walking around like looking at people and shit. We sit down and eat. There's like this middle like bench area that we sit at and he literally walks up like next to my shoulder, and he's like, "So what you got there?" I'm like, "What the fuck, bro?
Just
like,
chicken.
What is this guy doing?" Bro?
It's just
like, and I'm thinking like, this dude's about to like grab my shit and run, right? So I'm like, "Oh, I just got like some tenders, man." And he's like, "Nice, dude, nice." And I'm like, "I'm about to get shanked, bro. Like, I'm about to get shanked right now, bro." Like, and so then he walks back and he's like checking out other people's food. I'm like, "This dude's gonna like stab somebody or something, bro. Like, what is happening?" So I'm like, "Guys, should we just go or like what's going on?" And then out of nowhere, he just screams like, "Oh!" Like screams out of nowhere. Like, what is this guy doing, bro?
He tasted the sauce. That's why.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. I was like, dude, this tweaker's like going crazy right now. And then eventually, like, he ran off, and I'm like, I literally thought I was gonna get like stabbed or some shit, bro. I'm like, this guy is like off the fucking goop right now.
No, that was just the general manager. He was just doing welfare checks on all his customers, just making sure everything was all
quality
right.
assurance.
He yelled fuck because because one of his other stores like they weren't doing too great. He had to go check it out. That's why.
Yeah.
He was dirty because he had to go clean the fryer oil and everything like that.
Yeah. No, dude. The thing is, I kind of explain to people is like tweakers are literally like Far Cry AI or like NPCs because it's like, you know, like how in Far Cry when you get close enough, you see like the white meter like start to like notice you or whatever. It's like that, bro. Like you just don't look at them because like looking at them is like a sign of like is like a threat.
Yeah, it's like you're locked in.
Like, yeah, that was like that, and then I had one other experience where I was on the train. We got off the train and there was this other like tweaker who was like over like on the side, like right by the stairs to go up to like downtown or whatever. He was like, he like whispered when we walked by, like, "Oh, you'd be like, that's what I thought." And I was like, "What?" I turn around, bro. He had a knife like next to like his hand or like his side or whatever. And then we like fucking booked it, right? And then we were just talking to each other, like, bro, he was probably like whispering to people so that they say like what, and then he just like fucking goes at him. Like, I didn't say like what like out loud, but I was like thinking, I'm like, what the fuck did that guy just say? And then I turned around, yeah, he had like a makeshift knife like in his fucking hand or whatever. Like, yeah,
I'll be on
like,
my way.
Been like, "Excuse me, sir. Like, what are you talking about?" And then get fucking stabbed. Like, that would have been it. Like, I would have died in the subway.
Fucking! That's got to be one of the worst ways to go out. Is in a fucking subway.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and a dirty ass shank, bro.
And then imagine calling the ambulance too. It's like, "Where are you at now?" I was like, "Oh, I'm on 19th. I mean 18th. I mean 16th."
Yeah, right. I'm like coughing up blood and shit. They're like, "Dude, we can't hear you." It's like, "Yeah, I got fucking stabbed, dude." Like, I'm coughing up blood right now.
Dude, I had a homeless guy experience like literally on Monday, and this guy. God. So there's this dude. I work at a store, and I'm sitting outside on lunch, and one of a guy he always rides his bike on lunch. He comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, did you see that guy over there?" And then it's just some homeless dude just chilling outside the store. And I was just like, "Yeah, he's just chilling, whatever." And then he's like, he said something crazy and goes, "Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to get to sleep." And I was just like, that's a fucking crazy thing to say.
What the fuck?
Is he gonna like knock him out or some shit?
No, he's like he wanted to do some things to him in his sleep, based off his comments.
Get a couple strokes in or something.
Yeah. So I'm like, haha, very funny. And then he just goes inside. I don't think anything of it. But lunch is about to end. Everyone's coming like outside because that's like where we hang out, I guess, before we go back in. And then the dude starts walking up. And I was just like, I was just going to ask for money, or he's just saying what's up. We've had some like homeless guys that just come and just hang out with us while we're on break for whatever reason.
What the fuck? That's a dub.
But so he comes up and he says something. I'm just like, "Oh, hey man, what's up?" I'm just trying to be nice. And then he's like, no. I was like, huh?
Putting a spell on him.
And then I look in his hand. And have you ever seen The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
So this man's walking up like Morgan with this long ass fucking stick in his hand.
Oh god.
And I was just like,
ready to slam it over your head.
I was like, holy fuck. I'm trying not to like make any sudden moves because, like you said, if you do anything, they're gonna consider that a threat.
See it as a threat, dude.
So
they're like sharks. They're like, "Are you trying to fight me?"
So he walks behind one of my coworkers, goes in between us again, and then circles around like this pillar. I was just like, damn, he's gonna fucking come around this pillar and just knock one of them. He's like a shark,
bro. He's like a wild animal. He's like checking out his prey and shit.
And then he walks
circling.
He walks past, like he notices like this big guy walking up, one of the other coworkers, and he starts walking the other way. I think he got a little bit scared off. But then he calls us all slurs and then walks away. And then it sounds horrible, but I can't help but thinking about how funny it would have been because my other coworker was facing me, the one that he went behind. I can only imagine what the fucking process would have been like if this guy just went behind him and went and
like
right behind the head because he would have slumped over, and because he was right in front of I'm sitting in a riding cart, like so he would have fell over, knocked his face against the fucking cart of the motorized scooter that I'm in, and he would have just slumped to the ground. I was like, this is horrible, but this is fucking funny. Like I can just imagine it getting slumped. But then the funnier part is like the guy walks away and he gets his cart and he starts going down and he's like 500 feet away from him. And then the guy that he went behind goes, yeah, you better run. Like,
oh my God.
But it's funny because he whispered it. I'm just like, not only are you that much of a pussy to say it when he's walking away, but you whisper it to where he definitely can't even hear
he couldn't hear you.
But it's so fucking funny. Homeless people are fucking crazy.
Dude, the Far Cry thing reminded me of, I had a brief stint in a mental hospital, right? 2 weeks. Not that brief. And they had us all separated like in different groups, right? Like I was with the military guys, and then there was the civilians, and then there was like the abused kids and shit. Yeah. So like when we went to lunch, we had to walk through the whole facility, and they were like, don't look at anyone, just look at the ground. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I immediately looked at a door. And I had like the classroom doors, like with the vertical window thing.
Yeah.
And I look at this window and I see like an old white guy just staring out the window. Made eye contact with him. He leans his head back and headbutts the window as hard as he can. And then he just like a little bit of blood starts coming down. I'm like,
that's a zombie.
I was like, all right.
That was a World War Z zombie.
That's insane.
And he's schizo.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. Like there's actually like, there's people that I see, I'm like, dude, are these guys like even human beings at this point? Like they're like actually just like off the fucking place, bro. Like these guys are crazy.
Philly's wild, bro. Philly's like what The Walking Dead for real. They got fucking zombies out here.
Yeah, like dude, like what's that one place? Kensington or whatever?
Kensington,
like,
dude. It's
zombie land, over there, dude.
They have
like actually, if they bite you, like I feel like you'd actually.
Oh,
So many drugs in their blood, dude. That's gonna like just like you're gonna overdose.
You got an overdose, AIDS, fucking gonorrhea. Somehow you're dead, bro. It's over.
Yeah, it's just a concoction of just different drugs, just ready to kill you.
They have like an 8-man team that like sweeps the streets of Kensington every morning, and every night they come back out, and the ground is littered with needles again. It's bad.
Oh God,
it's
that's insane.
There. It's like
at least they're not reusing needles.
We got that going.
So
they got guys. They stand on the corners.
At least they're cleanly about that part.
I'm not, bro. They have guys that stand on the corner and just with a duffel bag full of clean needles, and they're just empty needles, so they're like allowed, I guess. And they just sell needles all day.
Well, I mean, there's specific like drug places that like for addicts that they can go to get clean needles and like fucking like that's alcohol insane. Wipes and stuff.
Fucking Philly.
But
that's wild, bro.
So you were talking a little bit earlier about how the smoking video is probably one of your favorite videos to make.
Yeah.
Is there any videos that you regret making and posting?
Oh, regret making or posting? I don't know, honestly. I feel like all the videos I've made, I've always liked them. Like I've always enjoyed them. I mean, I don't think I wouldn't say like I had any that I hated or regretted, but more so just like shoulda, woulda, coulda type of thing. Like I could have done more on this, or I could have spent more time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's like one of those things where it's like you don't see like the issue with this video until it goes on. You're seeing the performance. You're like, oh, bro, if I just changed this and this and this, it probably would have done way better. You know?
Yeah.
Like literally, like the smoking video. There's a part where a lot of the AVD dropped when I had like this one moment, like the very beginning, where I was like the certified racial moment or whatever. It went on for I feel like way too long, and I had that type of bit like way too long, too early on in the video, and that tanked the AVD. So it's like, bro, that video's at 300 and something K. If I didn't have that there, bro, the AVD would have been literally like 10% more. It probably would have been even crazier. Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that being said,
it's like one of those things where it's like you kind of like think about it and mull over it for too much, and I'm just like, so I got to just spend my time more just focusing and improving it.
Just knowledge for the next one, Rent.
Yeah, 100%. It's more so just like when you fail on something, it's more like you're just one step closer to success, you know?
With that being said, do you have any do you have any videos that you feel that you made that you're like, this is gonna be it, and it just didn't get the love that you deserve or that you think that it deserved?
Honestly, like these past 2 videos, bro, like I thought they were bangers, man. I genuinely thought they were so good.
The last one was really good. That's the one I started watching. I thought that was
$3 one.
Yeah,
dude, that one I thought was so sick, and that shit fucking flopped, bro. Like that shit did horrible. Like the past 2 videos just did bad. And I think it's because the ideas were interesting, but not interesting enough to be like, oh, like I'm gonna stop and watch this. Versus like the way I see it is like, for example, the smoking video is more like the scale of it. Like holy fuck, like. This guy can he could just keep going and going and going and going and going. And it's like, holy fuck, that sounds crazy. And that's what I tried doing with like, the money video, where it's just like, how far will I go with like making money video and shit like that? But like the one with like not dying or whatever, I think that one just wasn't interesting enough. Like I feel like it just didn't pop as well. And because like everyone who was waiting from the smoking video to that video just didn't really like that one, that just like cared even less like the next video after that. And just like again, both just weren't, I guess, like strong enough as they were to like market to viewers and shit. So just like now, like what I'm doing is for my next video, instead of smoking, we did edibles or whatever. Like, yeah,
oh my God.
Edibles, like, dude, yeah, bro. Like that one's gonna be a banger for sure.
Oh man.
And I was just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's like I'm trying what worked and then retrying it, but more so like in a different light. And I have like other videos planned and stuff, so I'm not just like writing the same type of thing over and over and over again. Because that's how you kill your channel, you know?
Yeah.
So
edibles is terrifying. How?
Yeah, we already recorded that one. Like that one's already like I'm just literally just like I'm cutting it up, editing it. Like we did that like a month like after, or like 2 weeks after that video came out.
And how did that go? How?
Just, God, it was horrible. It was bad.
How high were you, and how long did it last?
Okay, longest it lasted was which I've never experienced before. I woke up that morning and I was still like high.
Damn,
that's bad. Bro.
Yeah,
that should.
Yeah,
dude.
And I thought I was like, am I gonna be like stuck like this? Like, am I always gonna be inebriated? You know? So I was like, oh God. And eventually, like it went away or whatever. But like, that was fun.
We had a friend that decided, so they all, him, my friend, or our friend, and my wife, I was at work, and they all decided to get some Delta 8 edibles, and they all took one.
How many milligrams is in it?
250.
For one?
Okay.
Yep.
So they all took one. After 30 minutes or so? Like,
I'll just, bro. So
yeah, you were there for it. It's better that you tell him.
He walks up and he's like, yo, I'm going to go get some edibles. Do you want some? I'm like, yeah, just grab me a pack. He comes back with 4 packs. I was like, damn. Oh. So I take one, 30 minutes go by. I'm not really feeling it yet, but I'm starting to come up. I walk out there. I'm like, you feeling it yet? He goes, nah, I didn't feel it yet. So I just took the whole pack. I was like, damn, you might die.
And how much was in the whole pack?
Well, there were 6. So that's like what, like 1,500 milligrams, right?
Some math.
Math is hard. Then I hit an hour, and I was off 1. And my whole world started to rock. I was laying in bed praying to God. I was like, God, please just let me make it through this. Yeah. I don't want to die yet.
I think the previous time that I ever like greened out really bad before like all this stuff was like when I was in high school. I like we went to go watch. It was in high school, maybe like a year or 2 into college. Whenever the Joker movie came out, right? Like we went to go watch that movie, but beforehand we took edibles or whatever. Like because I think we bought some beforehand, and it was like I think it was like 400 per like thing, right?
Yeah.
And I took one, and I'm like, it was like 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, I'm not feeling anything. I took another one, and I was like, okay, I think we're good, bro. We were, you know, like that moment where like it just like snaps. You're just like, oh fuck. Like,
your whole world, like your head starts to tilt a little bit.
it was really like you like in the movies, like when like that zoom out of like your like everything, like the POV, dude. I was like, it was like that, dude. Like I was like, and like, you know what's funny enough? Like we were like at a McDonald's, like when this happened, bro. I was like, oh fuck, dude, I'm about to be fucked later. Like
I could never go outside that high, bro.
And I was having like panic attacks, like or like not panic attacks, but like verge of a panic attack, like at this movie. It was crazy, bro. Like I was tweaking. Like
tell the rest, bro.
Okay, so He took that whole bag, 1,500 at least. He was on our couch for 2 or 3 days. He did not get up.
Oh God.
And there was times where we would like wake him up because I'd be like, hey man, go try to use the bathroom or something. Because I didn't want him to piss on the fucking couch. And his mind was like tricking him so hard is that he was like convulsing and like shaking. I amounted it to him just being cold and his mind just not being able to comprehend that he was shivering. And he was like, he's like, you gotta take me to the hospital. You gotta take me. He was stuttering. God. He was going crazy. I was just like, dude, you're fine. Like if you weren't fine, I would take you. Like 100%. But right now, you're just still high. You're still coming down. Just give it a little bit. Drink water. Yeah. Like go back to sleep. You're fine. Yeah. And legit 2-3 days pass. He does not get up. I go to work twice in the amount of times that I come back and he's still just on the couch dead. I was just like, holy fuck.
I remember at like 11 p.m. he knocked on my door and I was tweaking by this point. So like I opened the door and I'm like fucking off my ass and he's like, bro, I'm scared. Can you come just stay with me? I'm like, I got mad at him because I was tweaking. I was like yelling at him. I was like, bro, just go lay down and try to sleep it off, bro. And then I went and I tried to lay down for like an hour and I just couldn't sleep. And I came out, I was like, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Yeah. I'll stay with you.
No, you were mad because the cat ran into your room.
Oh yeah. And then the cat ran. I was like, you come here and knock on my fucking door for some nonsense. And the fucking cat ran in my room. Fuck. So mad.
Yeah, dude. Like for the edibles one or whatever that we did, it was again, like since there's gonna be that many, I was just like, let's be smart about this and not take too much. So like we what's it called? We have a homie who like can make them like brownies and stuff like that. So like what we told him was like make it to where they're about like 100 or like 120. Like I don't want to go too crazy, you know? Right. And I think we ended up like within a span of like I don't know how many because we took some like in the morning and like I mean like throughout the whole because usually it's like a day thing,
right?
Yeah. Shit or whatever it may be. So like whatever I think is like enough footage. So usually I try to get like 17 hours worth of footage and then I just like will go through that. But I think we took around like 23 gummies like collectively.
Oh my god!
Like I took like 23 or 24. Yeah.
GG,
so it was about like 2,300, 2,400 like milligrams. Yeah.
Fuck.
I was fucking tweaking, bro. Like I mean, like the thing is too is like it's like one of those things where it's like when you take it for a little bit, like it kind of like wears off slowly. But like when you keep adding them on, bro, like that slowdown it's gonna catch up. You know.
You feel when the next one you took kicks in too, because like, you'll be like at your peak of the first one and be like, damn, I ate a second one.
Yeah. No, dude, I didn't put it in the video, but there was times where like I would literally like, and during the recording, I would talk to myself like, bro, I'm fucked right now. Like, I'm fucked right now. So like, yeah, it was fun, but like, yeah, dude, like literally like I've only happened to like one other time in my life where like I woke up the next day and I was still high. I was like, am I going to be like this, bro, for the rest of my life?
That's what acid's like. Acid does that shit for like 16 hours, bro.
Yeah.
I woke up and I was still high the whole day.
Well, that's the thing is that like acid can make you stuck like that forever too.
Yeah, it gets in your spinal fluid. So like the next day after you take acid, like when you crack your back, you get a high again for like not as strong, but like it kicks back in. It's weird.
Yeah, fuck that's that. Crazy.
That's why I don't even I tweak off one hit. So
I tweak off one hit.
No, for real. Like I'm like that. I'm a lightweight when it comes to just basically everything. So it's just like one hit, I'm gone, and I'm already thinking I'm not real. So I don't like indulge. Real. No, I will literally sit there and be like, this isn't real.
Goes into the astral plane.
I've had some crazy moments. Like one time I thought like I died and I was stuck in a time loop. And I tested this out by standing up. I was with 3 other people. And when this sounds horrible already. So I thought I was in a time loop because I was blasted out of my mind and I hear these guys talking, but everything sounds like gibberish to me. But I'm catching key words like girl. And I was just like, holy fuck, they're saying the same thing over and over again. Like I'm I must have died on this couch and I'm reliving the final moments of my death.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I was like, there's only one way to test this out. So I stand up. No one pays any attention to me standing up. I walk across the room.
Bro, I thought he was a ghost.
And I was just like, all right, in a few seconds, I'll end up back in that seat. If this is true. And I'm standing there. Nothing happens. I was like, all right, well, they clearly don't see me. Maybe I'm just a ghost or something. So I walk across the room to this guy who's sitting across from me, and I'm in this dude's face, and he's just looking over at the other guys, and he's
locked.
He's in that conversation still. He's just talking. I was like, holy fuck, I'm done. This is it.
You are the tweaker, bro. You're the tweaker we were talking about earlier.
You are the tweaker we were talking about. I just love your reaction. You're like, oh my God, I'm done.
So I take my hand and I go in front of his face. I'm like, see if he can see me. And then he doesn't at first. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. Oh fuck. And I keep going. And then he's like, and then he turns to me. I was like, oh, he can sense me.
Oh my God.
And he's like, what's going on, man? Just happy to see me. What's going on, man? Like, you just doing your little dance or what? I was just like, oh, my bad. And I just go back and sit down. I was like, all right, this is real life.
He's like, I just did that in front of somebody, in front of three.
But the two other people were still talking. I was like, maybe he just has the sixth sense.
Maybe he's dead too.
They got him. Oh, I got him too. This is
so fucking.
So how do we warn the others?
How do we warn the others? How can we save them?
And then it just escalated because that wasn't even the peak yet. The sun it started hitting golden hour, and the sun was perfectly coming through the blinds.
Golden hour,
and it's like that's like 5-6 p.m. ish, and the sun is perfectly coming through the blinds. It's a warm gold sun. But I don't understand what's happening. I just see these lines going across the room, and I'm just like,
we got nuked.
No, I was just like, I'm in a movie. I'm in a fucking film movie. Like, this is like, these lines are like the film line going through the projector. I was like, this is.
I am Ryan Reynolds.
I was like, what are my lines? Like, I don't like. This is. I don't get this. And then they put on the one thing that saved me is that they put on the TV. They put on Family Guy, and I was just like, finally something that's like an anchor into this realm. And
into this realm is crazy.
And so I look over. I'm just like, this is like a trap house. I was like, excuse me, may I smoke a cigarette in here? They were like, look around you. Like,
the walls are yellow.
Yeah, I was like, all right. So
the paint is peeling. There's a random baby crib full of needles in it or some shit.
There's rats on the ground just running around.
Yeah.
So I smoked like 10 cigarettes and then we leave. And it's daylight. I started coming down. I was like, what the fuck? And my friend's like, but did you have a good time? And I was just, no, I did not.
With fent, bro.
What? Where are we? And then, turns out there was like a bunch of murders in that apartment, a year later. So I'm just like,
you gotta love it.
What was I doing there?
It adds character. I was
16 years old.
What the fuck are you doing in a trap house?
I was just having fun. I thought.
Yeah. I didn't even. I don't think anybody knows this, but other than like my IRL friends, but I actually, when I was in high school, I went to this high school party that I actually saw an orgy happen.
What the fuck? I've never.
Did you participate?
No, I did not participate.
I've never been so lucky.
I'm not Diddy, bro. I'm not Diddy.
You don't have a baby oil anywhere in there?
Yeah, I don't got baby oil on me now.
No, see, like I keep mine like kind of right. Just
imagine.
Okay. I turn around and get up like, all right, guys, I'll be right back, and you just see like a whole stack of baby oil. But no, yeah, I went to a high school party. I think it was like sophomore year. And basically the story of like how this party went about was there was this guy that I knew. He basically was working at this, like, I don't know what job it was. It was just working for somebody, and his boss wanted him to house sit for him. He was going to pay him money to like just house sit for like the weekend. He's just like, he said the only rules are just like make sure everything's clean and just like no parties or anything like that. Like just nobody in the house. He was like, okay, bet.
He's like, surely.
He started, yeah. And again, this is like a nice house. This is like, I looked it up like last year, I think, like the price of the home, it was like a $1.4 million home. Like it was a nice house, dude. Yeah, it was a really nice house.
That was pre-COVID prices too.
Yeah, it was like pre-COVID or some shit. Yeah. So it was like a really, really nice house. And boom, like he's just like, yo, I'm inviting everybody from the school, like anybody can come. And I was, because he wanted to basically like
Project X.
Like, I want to recreate Project X. He wanted to recreate Project X. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll go. I've never been to a proper like party like this. I was like, you know what? I'll go. Basically the turnout was like, I thought maybe like 100, 150 kids would show up. There was like 400 people at this party.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And so there was like 200 people alone, like just in the house itself. Like, and then there's like 2 people, like 200 other people like in the front yard, like in the backyard, like all that stuff, like outside in general. So he invited like anybody could come. So like there was people from as young as like freshmen in my high school to sophomores in college at this party. So like recipe for disaster, bro. Recipe for disaster for this shit. So boom, like we go, and then like they're telling us like we literally got my friend, one of my other friends, as a bouncer for this thing, so that no kids could sneak in, because there were so many people showing up that they had to like do like, you need to bring something in order to be able to get let in, like almost like you're paying to like get in. So it's like that. You either brought like beer or alcohol, or like you brought bud or whatever you brought, you know, tabs, whatever it may be. So since I knew the guy, he was just like, and I knew the guy, or whatever. I was like, yo, dude, like, let us in. He's like, yeah, bro, I got you. And I was shocked. I was like, you're the fucking bouncer? Like, what the? I mean, like, he was built, like, he was like ripped as fuck, because he used to be like in ROTC and shit. So he was like, yeah, he was like brolic as hell.
He was
like,
standing guard, man.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Like, he was ready to knock someone out, man. So like we walk in, bro, this shit is packed, bro. So whatever, we're going or whatever. And then like one of my other friends, he was trying to outdrink one of my other friends who's Polish. I don't know if I can say his name. I'll just say like, he was like this Polish guy, right? Bro, he tried to outdrink him. So they were drinking, do you guys know, what is that one? Like the vodka, the goose one or whatever, the blue goose, whatever it's called, right?
I think you're talking about Everclear if we're talking like super high potent shit. Everclear comes in a blue bottle.
I think it was Everclear or like Grey Goose or some shit like that, right? And they were like, I watched them happen. They were like, they each gave him like the big bottle of it, right? They're like, he's like, we're gonna drink like the whole bottle. Like whoever finishes it first, like will win.
GG.
And it's like, okay. And like this kid, like he's like, he drinks and like all that stuff, but like this is like this guy's like a Polish dude, like
he's got it in his blood
to drink.
He was born with alcohol poisoning in his bloodstream.
For real, dude. So bro, they say go, bro. This dude is drinking it like water, bro. Like he's chugging. Like you can literally see like boom, 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 boom. Like dude, this kid is downing it, and then it's like he finishes it, and he's just like, bro, I'm done. And then it's just like, we're going again.
We're going again.
Oh yeah, my God.
Like, they finished 3 bottles each, bro.
How did they not die?
Jesus,
bro. Because like apparently it was like low like alcohol percentage or whatever, some shit like that. I think it is the Grey Goose one that you're talking about.
Yeah, it must have been Grey Goose. If it was Everclear, they would have died.
Been fucked. Yeah. So whatever. Like this kid, like is still in high school or whatever. He walks outside, like or like stumbling or whatever. Bro, he passed out on the floor, like in the grass, like passed out. And then they were like trying to like wake him up. Wasn't waking up, bro. And so like now kids are freaking out, like, bro, like is this kid gonna die of alcohol poisoning? Because like if we call the cops, like the party's popped, like there's like drugs and alcohol here. There's like hella underage kids.
Yeah, I'm so far gone.
Like I'm tweaking. I'm like, holy fuck, like what do we do? Bro, no bullshit. They carried him, put him on like a bench, like in the backyard, just left him there.
That's crazy.
They're like, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
That's like that one story that comes out like every 3 years of like some teenage kid got left at a party and died.
Yeah. So like, bro, he was fine afterwards. Like nothing. He probably like lost IQ, but he's good.
He's
yeah. So he I go back in or whatever. I started like I was smoking a little bit and I was just like, I need water. Like I'm just thirsty. Like I wasn't like coughing or anything, but I'm just like, like when you get like cotton mouth and stuff, I was like, I just need some water. because I'm not trying to get too turned at this party or whatever. Boom, I go downstairs to go get water because the guy who was hosting the party, he's like, yo, just go downstairs, get some water, you're good. There's like huge crates of it or whatever, or like the plastic, like, containers or whatever of the shit. I go down and then I was like, I don't see the water. And then I was like, I saw like a door. There's 2 doors. Like when you go down the hallway or like downstairs in the basement, there's 2 doors, one to the left and one to the right. And he was like, one is the bathroom, one's the other room. So I'm like, okay, it's not in the bathroom. It's probably in the other room. I open the door, bro. There's like 7 or 8 people fucking in that room. Dude. All naked, bro. And then they're like, what the hell are you doing in here? I was like, what the fuck?
What are you doing in here?
Yeah, I was like, let me grab the water. And I ran upstairs. And I was telling my friends, I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck's happening? Like, there's people fucking downstairs, dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, I'm 16, dude. And I'm tweaking, bro.
My teenage brain.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the hell, dude? I was like, what is going on? So, boom, that thing happens. And then legit, like 2 or 3 minutes later, the guy walks out. He's like, bro, the party's popped. Like, there's cops outside. We're like, what? And then we see like the flashlights from the cops like flashing into like the door, like trying to get in. And then so like we're all like holy fuck, dude, 300 kids running like both ways, like out of the house, like trying to jump over the fences to like get out or whatever, dude. And the thing is, like, this is like a nice home. So dude, this guy had like 5 or 6 feet like high like fences. Like they were pretty high or whatever for like it's just like for fences. I feel like usually like they're like standards like 3 to 4 feet. Right. They're like 5 or 6 feet tall. So like, bro, we're over here like trying to like climb over the fences. I got over it because again, like I was a lot thinner back then. So like,
athletes
bro, we just got over. Yeah, bro.
You.
Like I was in football and like wrestling and stuff. So like, bro, like fucking hopped over that shit. And by the way, the people I brought to this party was so funny. He was in like videos and stuff. It was my friend. He used to be in like my older videos, and then this kid that we knew named Bro. This kid, like little ass Indian kid who like never went to any parties. Like he was always in school, like focusing on shit. And I was like, yo, bro, pull it to a party with us, man. It's gonna be lit. So boom, that the whole thing happens, and he's like, we start hopping over fences and shit. There's this girl that I knew she was like 4'11" or 4'10" or whatever, short as hell, right?
Oh, hell no.
She couldn't get over the fence, man. She couldn't get over the fence.
Trapped.
And her boyfriend is trying to help her because her boyfriend at that time was like 6'5", and he's trying to like push her over. He's skinny as hell, so he couldn't carry her, dude. I was like, yo, you guys are cooked. Like, you guys are fucked, bro.
6'5" for what?
Yeah, right. So like, bro, we're hopping over fence after fence after fence. We're going through like people's like backyards and shit, right? And then there was this other fence. It was like a chain link fence, and I had sweatpants on at the time. My sweatpants got caught in the chain link fence, like, you know, like how they like little like sharp edges like that, like at the top or whatever. So boom, like my pants got caught, and I'm trying to like lift up my leg, like trying to, you know, grab it or whatever to get it over. I see like 50 kids like literally just batting ram just the fucking fence down. Like they all like with their shoulders just like fucking slammed it down. I was like,
it's like Walking Dead again, bro. They just
fucking terrifying. That's bro.
Crazy. So
boom, we're running through, and then we like ran through this guy's house. He's like in his like back porch, like standing, just looking at all these kids just running through his
what do you do?
Backyard, dude. And we're just like, dude, I don't know what to do, man. Boom, whole thing happens. We had to we ran like 2 or 3 blocks down, but then we had to go back because we parked in front of the house, bro.
Oh my God.
So, bro, we're like sneaking, like we're like Solid Snake, bro, like creeping, like crouched down like, behind the cars, trying to like get behind the cops and shit, dude. So boom, that whole thing happened. My friend, the one that's like in the videos, bro, he was getting chased like by a cop for like 2 to 3 blocks, bro. And the cop just gave up because he was like, I'm just gonna go get the other kids.
Fair enough.
So, he was like, bro, I was terrified. I was terrified for my life. So, bro, we get to the car, we drove to like this random cul-de-sac that was like down the street, and then we're just like, dude, like what the fuck happened? Like what the hell was going on? And my friend like was like, dude, that was lit, bro. I was like, dude, like, no parties are like this, by the way. I'm like, there's no parties that are like this. Like this is not normal.
The one party. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, the one party I took him to that I was like, this is gonna be just like low key, like kickback, like we're good, right? Craziest shit of my life, bro. That was the craziest night of my life. Like that was wild. It's like I don't go to parties like that. I'm not a party person.
I don't like that many people at one place in one place.
Dude, that was the most people I've ever seen in like a party at once. 400 or like 300 people or some shit. It was crazy, man. Like that living room, like because it was like those open kitchens, like it had like an island and stuff, and like, the living room was all open, bro. Like shoulder to shoulder, bro. Like a concert, you know? Like, it was slammed.
Fuck that.
It was slammed, bro. And it was kind of like similar to kind of like a lodge type of thing, like a wood lodge where they have like the overhead like fence type of like upstairs where it's like it doesn't fill up the whole ceiling, so it's like a super high ceiling, so they could like look over and shit. There was like 70, 80 people in just like the living room, kitchen area. There's people upstairs, people in the basement, in that room fucking, we
know people are in the basement
room. Yeah, we knew people were in the basement, but yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. That was the craziest like night of my life. That was wild. And then that's where my life peaked. So here I am now. But no, yeah, that was a crazy night for sure. Oh, and then there was this girl that we knew. They were all drunk as hell. They opened the door. We heard about this afterwards. They opened the door to the cops, and the cops were like, "We're gonna need to see some ID. Like, we're assuming that we have a suspicion that you're under the influence or whatever." And they were like, "No, we're not. What the hell?" And they just closed the door on the guy, like on the cop. And I was like, "Yeah, you guys are cooked. Like, you guys are gonna be fucked." Yeah, I don't know if you ever did or not, but they probably got something,
Yeah, they stayed there. They definitely got like at least a ticket.
Well, there's always like 10% of the people who go are like the good kids who are like, "No, I'm not running from the police."
Yeah, right.
You're going to jail.
You're destined for failure at that point. Like, it's natural selection.
Yep.
So yeah, that was
your
crazy.
Sacrifice will be remembered while we run.
Hell yeah! As we drive off to the next fucking McDonald's. Yeah. Oh my god! I think we went to Taco Bell after that, which I never go to Taco Bell, but I think we went to Taco Bell after. We're just like, dude, what the hell just happened, bro?
Dude,
as I'm eating like my 5-layer burrito.
Drunk Taco Bell is the best Taco Bell.
Yeah. Well, I'm Mexican, so like I never eat it. Like I don't consider it Mexican food. I'm just like, this is just.
I don't think anyone does. I just think they.
Yeah.
Cheese in a tortilla. Count me in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude. Like when I used to be like smoke a lot in high school, like bro, the best spot for me, like for the munchies, was either McDonald's or Little Caesars, bro. Little Caesars used to go crazy, dog.
Mamba. Dude, Little Caesars goes hard.
Dude, no, it's actually goated, bro.
People hate on it because it's cheap, bro. $5, bro. I'm in there.
No, the thing is, bro, I'm one of those people, right? That like even now, like I don't think Little Caesars is like amazing, but it's like you can't beat
good
that price,
for $5. It's not bad,
dude.
Their wings are pretty good too.
It's consistent.
Somehow their buffalo wings are like surprisingly like very spicy. And I was just like,
crazy bread goes hard too. Oh my god,
bro! They used to have that $5 or was it $6 deal where it was like you could get the pizza with the liter Coke or whatever, the liter drink. That shit was goated, dog.
It was, man.
I think it was a $5, but it was like the deep Detroit style like pizza.
It was like a more of a personal one. I think.
Goated.
Yeah,
yeah.
We had that when I was in high school. There was a Little Caesars right on. Boom. They would have to stock up real quick.
There's some people that are just like, I'll never eat Little Caesars like ever in my life. I'm like, bro, I'll eat it. Like,
you're missing out.
Like, if it's just, if like I'll only go there like either like one when I was like high as fuck or two. It's just like if it's there, like I'll gladly eat it. Like I'm not gonna like say no. Exactly. Like it's still good. It's not horrible. It's not amazing, but it's still like good enough.
I had a phase where
for $5,
eat it.
bro. Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't eaten it in a while. It's more like a once every like 4 or 5 months thing. It's only because it's like my parents were just like, want to get.
Yeah, mine was because they must have like just washed the pan they had made the pizza in, because that whole fucking pizza just tasted like soap.
Ew.
And so I was just like, God. It just turned me off to Little Caesars for such a long time.
Understandable. Yeah.
The crazy bread does go hard, like half raw bread with like Parmesan on it,
bro.
Oh, fire.
Dude. Yeah, my favorite fast food pizza spot though, or like fast delivery like pizza spot is Domino's though. I love Domino's.
And their deals, man, are crazy.
Dude, the one thing that I did have, because like I went to Mexico like in January, like this past January to like see family and stuff, and over there like in a lot of like South American countries or like just Central American countries, even like in the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, like Domino's is like huge, bro. Like it's huge. Like
I bet.
Never in my life I ever seen it. I was in Mexico City for like 3 days. We saw a 3-story Domino's, by the way.
What the
3 stories? Yeah, bro. It was like a Domino's Walmart, bro. It was insane to see.
What do they do? Is it like all restaurant space, or is it like?
I think it's what I think it was from what I saw, like from like outside looking in. It was like the first floor was like where you like they actually make like the dedicated like kitchen area, and then the next 2 floors was like dining space.
That's how many people are dining at Domino's. They have to have like some kind of special menu there.
No, yeah, 100%.
Ain't no way that there's just like normal.
So I don't know if it's here like in America where if they have it, but they had like sold these like spicy like potato fries there. Dude, those were banging, bro.
I think they have like the tater tot type things here.
Yeah, it's like it was like Cajun fries or whatever that I saw, and they were really good with the pizza. Oh. And then the one thing I haven't had in a while was their lava cake. Yo, that lava cake when I had it, like it was a while ago, but it was so good, dude. Like Domino's is like to me is like underrated as hell. I feel like people don't really like go to Domino's that often. Everyone goes to like Papa John's or fucking
people don't like
Little Caesars,
the crust of Domino's for some reason. I was like, when they changed
seasoning, bro.
When they changed the crust to Domino's, that was their turnaround. Like I love Domino's now because they changed the crust.
Yeah, 100%. The only two pizza spots that I'm just not a huge fan of is Pizza Hut. For me, has never really been good, like the ones by me, and then Papa John's to me. It's just not that good, man. Yeah, I'd rather just go to Domino's.
The wings are good. The wings and the pasta at Pizza Hut are good.
I've never had their wings. What's another place? Papa John's to me. I just don't think that. Oh God, dude, CC's, bro.
That's a good deal though. Unlimited pizza for $10.
Yo, I used to go there. We used to go. I don't know why my parents wanted to do this. Whenever we would go to Florida, the hotel we would go to would have like a little like set of stores. So they'd have like a Florida like typical like merch store. They'd have a CC's, and then there was a Cricket Wireless there, dude.
Just
we would go to that CC's like once every time we'd go to like on vacation. I don't know why we would do it, and we would literally just eat there. And tradition. Bro, I swear to God, that those brownies probably had cancer in them. Oh, there's definitely. No way those were good for you, bro. Like they're not. But I eat them as a kid because I'm like, dude, this is sugar, bro.
Brownies? You know? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Then they got the fucking yogurt pizza. Oh my God.
I've never had that. That shit nobody has.
Who the fuck? Why do they make that? I know damn well nobody eats that.
It's got to be someone, or else they wouldn't keep making it.
True.
Yeah. What's the other place I'm not a huge fan of? Papa John's, to me personally, I'm not a huge fan of because of like, to me, the way I see it is just like the pricing compared to like Domino's and shit. Like, well, at least like when I used to get it, it was like, we got a pizza. It was like $35. I was like, this is just,
it's nuts.
To me like, yeah. So like,
pizzas are a little bit bigger though.
Or get Little Caesars. Yeah, that's the thing. They are slightly bigger. And like, I had it like a couple of times. I'm just like, it's okay.
It's kind of like an overrated like frozen pizza.
Yeah.
Like it's like a little bit like nice too perfect, but like the flavor and everything isn't there. I do like that they come with garlic dipping sauce and pepperoncinis. I like that.
Yeah. I've never had there's this one thing that I saw that like my friend got that I thought was big bag as hell. It was like the cheeseburger pizza. I'm like, what the fuck is that, bro?
That's big bag.
Yeah.
That's like getting the Chisella at KFC, bro.
I wanted to try that. I went there and they didn't have it.
I've never had KFC ever.
Really?
Never had KFC. I've never had KFC. I've actually never had sushi in my life ever.
Sushi, I've only had California rolls.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of what else I've never had. I've never had KFC. I've never had
KFC is worth trying.
Really?
The Popeyes is better.
I've never had
Popeyes. I've never had actually better. That's true.
Have you guys ever had Qdoba? I've never had Qdoba.
No, I want to because it's like I hear it's a better Chipotle, and I like Chipotle, so I want something that's better than Chipotle.
I don't think I tried it.
There's one right down the street. Let's go right now.
All right.
Yeah.
End of the episode.
I actually got kicked out of a Chipotle once. Well, technically, I got banned from it.
And what did you do to deserve this? This hate crime.
It was like 9:30 at night. We like all my friends. It was still funny enough. It was in high school. No, it was in college actually. First year of college. We went to my local Chipotle that's like by me or whatever. We went over there, and since they were cleaning up and like getting everything ready to close, they took away the garbage can to like throw away stuff. So like when we were done eating, we're like, well, where do we throw it away?
Damn,
so we put it like on top of like the little like So usually for a lot of the garbage cans, they'll have like that like
that tray area.
Actual, like yeah. So we put it on top of there because we're like we don't know where else to put it. We're not gonna just throw it on the ground, We walk out. One of the ladies, like I guess the manager, walked out. Was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Like, why'd you leave the garbage out like on the fucking thing? You left it all over the place." We're like, "What?" We go back and it's just like on top of the thing. We're like, "Oh, well, there was no garbage can." They're like, "You could have asked us." I'm like, "We did, and you weren't there. So like, what do we do?" They're like, "Well, moving forward, you're banned from this Chipotle." I'm like, "Motherfucker! Like, what did we just put our shit there? Like, where else we would have put it? And then my friend who he's actually just a D1 crash out, bro. That guy just wants to fight everybody. He's like, "Fuck you, bitch! I don't give a fuck. This shit was ass anyway." I was like,
bro. Dude, I like this Chipotle.
And you know what's funny? I went there like 2 days later, and they didn't notice it was me.
Well, yeah, they definitely wouldn't fucking.
They don't give a fuck, bro. It's just it's an empty threat, bro.
Yeah.
So, dude, and it's just like is $17 an hour really worth it to fight over? Like,
dude, definitely not.
So it was probably even less. Probably got paid like $15.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bullshit. It's definitely sad. I worked at Chipotle actually. I worked at that same Chipotle like 2 years before, and I only worked one shift because they had me washing dishes for 8 hours straight, and I was like, yeah, this is not.
Yeah, I'm good. Food service is it's either for you or it's not for you.
No, dude, it was like I respect people who are in the like food service like industry or just food industry in general, but like, bro, what they were doing was like borderline criminal because they got me there at like 4 p.m. and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna clock out at 8 because I have school and stuff the next morning. Because like at that time and when I was in high school, I had to wake up at 7 a.m. to go to class, like to be at class. I had to be at like 7:15, so like I wake up like 6 in the morning. So they were like, okay, for sure, but your shift ends at 8, but you have to still stay to clean up because you made this mess like working and stuff. They had me stay that night till 11:30 to close everything up,
bruh.
And I didn't get paid for those like 3 hours.
Oh yeah, that's definitely illegal. And number 2, that's illegal. There's 3 things. Number 1, didn't get paid. Number 2, child labor laws. And were you? I'm assuming you're under 18.
Yeah, I was like 16 or 15.
Number 2, you have a curfew. I think
exactly.
10 p.m. is like a curfew for under 18.
It's like 9 or 10 or some shit. So that's why my mom was like, fuck no, like you're not working there anymore.
Literally, they know is that you can, and it sucks for kids because kids don't know. I
probably should have sued.
Well, yeah. Well, not only that, but kids don't know that you can just say no and just leave.
Yeah. Yeah. This thing is just, I didn't know either. Yeah. Like you were saying, like, it's just like, I'm just assuming like this is just a part of the job. You know?
Until you were until you get home, you tell your mom, like, yeah, so just did 3 extra hours for free. I look pretty good to the bosses now, huh? He's like, no, what the fuck?
I wanted to work the line for that shift because that's what I applied for and what I got the job for. And the guy was like, okay, we have a fundraising event, so there's gonna be a lot of people. We need someone to wash dishes. You're gonna be washing dishes for like an hour max. I was like, okay, dude, I washed dishes for like 7 hours straight. I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, bro. Like, I'm never working here ever again. I worked at like a bunch of different spots though before like I like quit my last job like 3 years ago. So I worked at like Chipotle. I worked at my local middle school, like setting up computers and shit for like the summer. I worked at a local pizza spot. I worked at this other like local smoothie spot. I worked at Target. I worked at my local grocery store. Like I worked.
Damn, you're everywhere. So are you working right now, or are you just full-time student?
Full-time content and student. Yeah.
Do you make enough money from content to support your lifestyle right now?
Yeah, YouTube basically just like pays for like whatever I need, like my bills and stuff. Like I'm not living alone right now. I'm living with like family. Not like with my parents, but like I'm living out here in the city now for school. My aunt lives out here, so I just stay with her. And I just pay for all my bills. Like I help her with like internet, electricity, because that's like basically what I use for my phone bill, all that type of stuff. And it's just whenever I want to go out and shit like that. Like I'm comfortable right now. So it's just more like right now, it's just like I'm trying to push myself to make more money so that I can move out and all that shit, you know?
And finish school and stuff, obviously.
Yeah. It pays for school too. I pay for all my school.
Oh.
It's my parents don't pay for that shit. Dude, literally off the jump, my parents were like, so you're paying for school, buddy. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
You have to go to school, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like it's whack as hell, dude. That's why I wanted to quit. And my mom's like, just get a degree, just as a backup plan, you'll be.
Did you get some grants or anything like that?
Yeah, no, I get like financial aid, but it's like the thing that's kind of fucked is I would get more aid if it was me filing for myself for school, not through my parents. Because when you go through your parents, it's like they're assuming like your parents are helping you pay. Yeah. And since they make more money than I do, I get less help, you know?
How come you couldn't do your FAFSA by yourself, especially if you're like living with your...
It's because they have me as a dependable, or they have me under like their taxes when they file taxes and shit. So then I had to be under there for school. Yeah. So
classic.
Like they're just...
Well, when you apply next year, say no. Like, make sure that you're independent.
Well, so now that my brother's in school, like my younger brother's in college now, I got like a $5,000 like cut off. Like they cut off like $5,000 off my student, or like my tuition. So I was like, that's nice. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now I pay like nothing because like my school that I go to is like pretty cheap. Like I think I spend around like 8,000 to 9,000 like a semester. Like that's like after aid.
What mine was.
Wait, a semester? Yeah, that's crazy though. That's 18,000. That's still a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, mine was like a private college, and that's what I paid too.
That's crazy.
So that's not bad.
I go to a city school, so now that like it's knocked off, so now I pay like 8 to 9 collectively.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
I mean
that's awesome. That's what I'm saying. Like I pay for all that. I pay for my bills, whatever that I have per month, things I need to like deal with, like pay for like want to go out or whatever, maybe go on trips and shit. Which I was doing a bunch of trips like last year, But then like now, like I don't even want to do anything. I want to just chill at home. I burnt myself out of traveling last year. I traveled 3 times and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done for like the next 3 years.
Yeah, we traveled once and that's it for me. You went to Colorado?
Yeah. No. I went to
I went to
Vegas for I meant like for a convention, TwitchCon. I went to TwitchCon in Vegas. We went there. I went to Mexico in January, and then I went to California in December of like last year.
How was TwitchCon? Did you see anyone cool?
It was dope. I mean, I didn't get to meet any creators. I didn't really like. I was just there kind of like to meet like other creator friends, not really like other like specific like bigger creators and shit. Because like to me, like what TwitchCon's for is just like meet like your mutuals like online and stuff. So like I got like an Airbnb with like my friends and shit like that. So that was really really fun. But good God, not LA. Las Vegas is just like a shithole, bro.
Oh yeah,
I hate that place.
It's
so bad, dude. The water is disgusting there. Like the water is like actually disgusting. Like I knew it was bad when you like like how you can get water from the refrigerator and shit. I put the water like the cup in. It was cold when it came out. When I was done, I pulled it out. Went lukewarm right away. I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking this water, bro. I'm not drinking this fucking water.
Yeah, little floaties in it.
Yeah, well, because like where I live, like we live by like Michigan, so it's like we have like we just have like basically natural
unlimited water source.
Yeah, unlimited water.
Unless you live in Flint, then
you're fucked. You're fucked, buddy.
GG.
Yeah, it's just natural poison in your water. Yeah. You probably have it in your brain already. Yeah. You're gonna die.
Your baby will have a third eye or some shit.
That's pretty.
Yeah, man.
Extra FOV.
That's character, you know.
Sure.
Free Halloween costume, thanks to Michigan for it. But yeah, dude, no, like it was bad. But it was fun still. Like I still had a lot of fun. Like it was just the water was disgusting. There was like nothing to do other than just like go gamble, which we didn't do. I mean, we went to actually go do karaoke. Went to like this gaming bar. That was chill. There was like this, those people who like sell like or like give out like escort cards and stuff. One of those guys tried fighting me because I was talking shit to them. So, oh my God, I love doing this to like those like scam type people, or like people try to advertise shit. Is that like usually like a lot of them like don't either speak English or like they barely speak any English and shit, or like maybe they're just like scumbags and shit. So like what I'll do is I'll walk up to them like really loud. I'll say it really like, I don't want any drugs. I don't want crack or anything like that. So like, if the cops hear, they're like, wait, what? And then they're just like, they get scared because like, I don't want to associate with you. They're going to think I'm selling drugs and shit. So I did it to this guy, like some Jamaican dude or some shit. He was like, hey, you guys really want to have a good time? I'm like, hey man, I don't want crack cocaine, bro. I'm good. Like I'm just trying to, enjoy the scenery. And then I guess he knew like I looked like pretty Mexican or whatever. He's like, your whole family is drug dealers. Your whole family just sells drugs. What are you talking about? And he was like, meet me at the Walgreens across the street. It was like CVS. But I'm like, this fucking idiot. Like I meant like I know what you meant. So I was like, okay, bro, okay. So like I'm taking the escalator to go across, and he's like, you're not following us. Fuck it.
What a pussy.
Shit. Yeah.
That's such a genius strat. Like a Jehovah's Witness comes up to you with a bot. I don't want any drugs.
Yeah, dude. I love doing it because like they get terrified. They're like,
no, please.
Yeah, like no, please.
I like taking a little bit further and just going, take my pants off here.
You want to touch my butt?
Just don't do that one at TwitchCon because
true. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect will come running.
He'll show up real quick.
Well, no, actually, I'm of age, so I'm probably not. I'll be.
Yeah, you got long hair though. He might.
You're one of the safe few. Yeah, to him, he goes by the slogan: "An open hole is an open opportunity." You know.
True.
Dude, his return was so funny, man. He's just like, yeah, I did it.
Dude, he's the second, still the second most viewed streamer on YouTube.
What
That's disgusting. That is.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed that his brainwashed audience just doesn't care?
Yeah. No, I thought it was so funny when he posted like the checkers, like what's it called thing?
I'm playing
checkers,
chess.
like and it was like the other side was like a kid.
Yeah.
Like it was chess and then checkers, and it was like because the kid was playing checkers. I was like, dude, that's so
Jesus Christ. Well, you told us
posted like the boat one.
He's coming from Epstein's Island.
Yeah. Sorry, we saying my bad.
Well, I was just gonna say that you told us a lot of stories that you said you've never really told anyone else. But is there something that you want to tell your viewers? Something that you might not get the chance to? Something that you want them to know about you?
I think honestly, like, I guess I'll say it now because I feel like a lot of people, like some people in my Discord already know, but like, I'm planning on doing like restarting my podcast again. Actually, I'm gonna be like starting that back up. Yeah, and like, we have like proper plans, like posting like on Spotify, like Apple Music and stuff. We even have like we're talking to my friend's friend who owns like recording studios and stuff. And we'll be able to have like our own set.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick as fuck. So we're kind of just like getting all that stuff like finalized and in the works and shit. But yeah, that's something that I feel like, because a lot of my OG viewers like know about that podcast and stuff, and I kind of just like kind of cut it off. I'm like, this isn't really what I want to do. Like also too, like it's on a gaming channel, like it doesn't really match, you know?
Yeah.
So I was just like, let's just set this aside for now. And it's been like 2 years since I've even like touched any of that type of stuff. And then I was like, we talked about it here and there, and we're just like, do we want to do it? Maybe not, you know? But then we kind of like just sat down. We're like, do we really want to do this? They're like, yeah. So like, we wanted to just try it, you know, and just like seeing like y'all's podcast. A couple of my other friends have a podcast and stuff. So I was like, might as well just try it, you know, just see how it goes and stuff like that. So we want to like kind of like flesh everything out and just kind of like have like a proper like opening like pilot episode. Like we're probably gonna start with just like doing like Discord or whatever, but then like we want to like literally like we're gonna be able to decorate like that whole set and everything. So we'll be able to like customize it and have like literally our own space. So we want to do that and then do that as like a proper physical episode where we like everything's just ready to go, you know? So
now with that being said, building a set and all that kind of stuff, all that production, that would require showing your face.
Yeah.
So what's that road plan?
So the plan is for that is either one, we do kind of like the Anthony Padilla type of like thing. I don't know if you guys know from Smosh, like that guy. He does like his interviews.
When he did Corpse, you'll be like the little AI guy.
Like Dream and stuff. It'll be like, like either like have it covering my face or whatever. Or what we'll do is like just show our faces, you know? So we're kind of just like talking through that and how we want to go about that. So like right now, the plan is just do the Discord ones, see how well they do, and based on how well they do, like we'll decide like, do we want to further continue this like by doing a physical location and then go from there.
Oh, you know your viewers are going to want that. They're going to want your face. They're going to want 100%
craving it, bro.
That's why I'm like I'm hoping that like the podcast does well. Like literally like I'm doing everything. Like since I'm a graphic design major, like I'm doing all the branding, like everything, dude. So it's like I'm getting all that shit done, and then while trying to get all the back end stuff done, which my other friends who did their podcast, they're helping me with that to like set up like Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit. So I'm really doing mainly like the branding stuff, and we already have like ideas planned and everything like that. So
that's awesome.
It's gonna be dope.
What's like the premise that you're trying to go for if you want to release that?
So the idea for that basically is like similarly to kind of like I feel like for a lot of podcasts is like they always have like their identity or like what they're planning on doing, like what they want to create, what they want to like have their direction as. And for me, it was like before we would just be talking, just kind of like conversing and stuff. I'm like, that's not really what I want only to do. So I was like, what do we want to be? So basically what the plan is like, we're all going to be like just us talking, but we're going to have like a set idea and plan and format and structure for every single like video that we do or like podcast that we do. So basically one of them could be like, well, we're going to do like, defending like our favorite like fast food spots. Like if we do like a physical location, we'll each like bring like our like representative like fast food thing. This is just like an example, but like I choose like I don't know, McDonald's, my other chooses Burger King, my other friend chooses KFC. We'll bring like the food and we'll all taste test it and like give our respective like arguments as to like why ours is better than the other ones are shit. So like viewers like who are new and old will see this video and be like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting. So they click for the idea. But then it's like we include our own banter and conversation, who we are as a people during it. So that way, like one, they stay for the idea, but then they click for the idea, but stay for who we are. And then it's like they get to learn about us as personalities. And then that's how we can just eventually just do like standalone, just us talking podcasts and stuff, you know?
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's a great idea. I'm going to write that shit down real quick.
Yeah, we're stealing that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. I don't really mind, but, we got that. And then for my college, we have this thing called senior exhibition where we do like a final project before we like graduate and stuff. Basically, I've told people again, like in my Discord and stuff, I'm basically going to be doing my clothing brand, like properly like launching it for next year. Sheesh. So yeah, I've always wanted to do it like in high school and stuff, but I never really had the opportunity to because like I want to make like high quality shit. So like having to get like a proper like embroidery machine and stuff. Dude, that shit's like $5,000-$6,000 just to get the machine, like no materials, like nothing. So it's like in high school, I didn't have that money, you know? So there's stuff at my school that I can use to like make that stuff. And I have a teacher who like is interested in helping me with that. So I'm basically going to be doing that for my senior exhibition. So that one, like I have a cool ass project. 2, I get to do something that I really, really love. And 3, I'm finishing school with a business at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. 100%. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's cool for you too. Cause it's like, not only is it just merch, cause I mean, people have their merch, but this is like your brand. You know, it's a little bit different than
the plan. Is like it won't be like I will have some like Vegabomb like stuff, but it's more like this is my like brand. Like I'm separate from my YouTube. Like it'll be just a clothing brand that one like I want to have just survive on its own without YouTube doing well or not. You know, because I want to just set up these foundations for myself to where it's like, well, if YouTube fails, I can do school.
Yeah.
Well, if school fails, I can do my business with clothing. If the clothing thing fails, I can go to YouTube or school, whatever, you know?
What's cool about that too is that
myself up for sex.
It's you could collab with yourself, like clothing 100%. Brand X Vegabomb. That'd be sick as well.
You can do your friends' brands too. All the
that's awesome.
Take a do like collections and stuff like that.
Get some Yap Squad shirts out there.
Yeah, let's get a Yap Squad hoodie for real.
Yeah, like that's the thing is just like I want to just set myself up for success that way so that it's like I can do these all
just a backup
shit. Yeah, and the thing too is like what's kind of big right now is like a lot of these brands starting out do collaborations with like brands or other like IPs and stuff like that. Like this is the one I was talking about, the Trash Taste podcast. Like this YouTuber that's part of it, Joey. He has like his Nonsense brand is what it's called. He collabed with like Evangelion. He collabed with Cyberpunk. He collabed with Chainsaw Man. Like a bunch of like big IPs. So it's just like that helps him get his name out there. It's a win-win for both because it's like, oh well, this IP now has clothing that they can like people can buy, and then this guy also is getting pushed because of this IP. You know, it's like that's kind of like what I want. So where it's just like it won't be only like collaborations. I'll have like my own like set pieces, but I want them to be just like a mixture of all of them. Where it's like I have some stuff that's like for the said brand or group or whatever, maybe or something maybe like a separate collection within my own brand, or it's just like standalone stuff. You know,
it's really sick because like you said, you're setting yourself up for a certain type of success because if any part of your trilogy fails, there's always that one thing that will back up the other at some point or another. It's a huge fucking gear cog, and it's you got all of them working at once. And if one fails, it doesn't affect the other ones.
Yeah, and if they all fail, then dude, I'll just overdose on Fent or something. I'll have to find a backup plan for that. But McDonald's is always calling. But,
they start at $12 an hour now, so it's
put the fries in the bag, bro.
It's pretty good.
For real? I'll literally become that meme. So I don't really want to have a Donalicious day or some shit. I'd actually want to die. But But I know, like I'm excited. Like I have a bunch of plans going on, and I want to like finalize them, like flesh everything out. But it's more so just like taking time to like figure everything out, kind of like laying the groundwork because podcast stuff that won't happen until like a month or two from now. The clothing stuff that's not gonna happen. Like so I talked to like me and like my teacher and stuff. That's not gonna drop until like May or April. Like that's long from now. Like I mean, long from now, like from this point, but that's gonna breeze by, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just important. I mean, obviously, just laying the groundwork to do it correctly and everything.
I think that's a good. I mean, no matter what you do, you're gonna hit the ground running. So that's always the best thing. I mean, we started this podcast with like. I mean, we kind of planned it out a little bit, but everything
we took. Well, we recorded an episode a week, and we didn't post one for 3 months because we were just trying to get it right, or like 2 months or whatever.
Yeah, and then now we're kind of switching it up. Like we're starting to take it a little bit more seriously now too, and we're kind of switching up the whole style and everything that we want. Because before it was just let's just talk, like you said, like But now we have plans, so things are a little bit different now.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's dope, man. No, yeah, like for sure. Like I think also too is just like the route you guys are going now for like asking like other like interviewing like even like other creators or other people is just going to be really really nice because then it's like we talked about before where it's like shedding a different light on these people, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's probably things that, like I talked about today that like no one ever knew about, like that I like saw an orgy for the first time.
Exactly. That story is cool to see like your favorite content creators like what they're like off camera because it's still on camera, but
he's not on camera.
Well, yeah, but
on audio,
even just like their little personal stories that they would never put into a video. I like it.
It's a good format because, like you said, it's just something you'll never have. You don't have, especially for funny moments creators. Like when are you going to sit there and tell a story about the first orgy that you ever saw?
Yeah,
it's like so. It's a good way to shed light. And again, like you're very immersive with your community. But again, like how immersive can you be as a whole unless you do it in a format like this?
Yeah, I try to be transparent as possible. Like, I mean, a lot of people have told me that like I'm pretty much the same as like off camera versus on camera and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I try to just be as genuine as possible because it's just like there's no point of being parasocial. There's no point of like being an asshole. Like being just a good person is free, you know?
I hate the people, like, the fucking like that? The new age YouTubers who just like fucking scream when they're on camera.
Oh yeah, right. They're just raging all the time and getting mad and shit.
Mad at fucking flipping, everything.
Good old stuff. Jack Doherty.
Yeah. Classic clip farmers. Just all those, dude. Like,
yeah, it's actually like so sad because it's just like to me like that's just like lifeless content. That's just like.
Well, it's just appealing to kids because kids believe anything. Yeah. So they're like, this is what this guy's like all the time. When I know damn well he gets off camera and cries to his girlfriend.
Yeah, it takes a big sigh. He's just like, and done. Oh, God, we're done. You know?
Hits the stop button and then he just, what do I do now?
Let me go take a sick break or some shit, yeah.
And then there's like those other creators like Jack Doherty who probably are just on 24/7. Yeah. Because like there could be a camera that just gets pointed at him at any point in time where he's at.
Yeah, true.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy now is like a lot of these creators too, like they're like faking like interactions and content and stuff. Like speaking of Jack Doherty, like that whole like clip of him where he was like riding like in economy plane like flight or whatever.
He did that on purpose.
That was scripted. Like people, thing is like there's shit like that it's just like it seems like, oh, like, you know, we caught this guy like, you know, being a fucking bum or whatever. It's like, bro, that shit's just
he's doing it on purpose and it's and it's smart and it works. And I hate that it's smart and that it works because it's he's getting exactly what he like when Jake Paul does the same shit and he's like playing off as like this big asshole and like that's he's tricking everybody. Like everyone's falling for it. Like, and it's just like he's doing exactly what you want because now every time you mention Jake Paul, you have to go look him up. And it's like that's exactly what he wants, and it worked perfectly for him. And I hate that it works, but I can't hate the player. You know, he's doing it. He's doing it right. Man. And it just sucks that it's just shit.
Like it's frustrating for sure. But it's just like that's kind of how content has gotten to. It's just like you have to always like try to innovate and try to like, you know, like do some sneaky shit just to like get some clips or get some views. You know,
you have to do something to stand out from the 10,000 like, people who post a TikTok every second.
Yeah, a lot of people actually don't know that like a lot of those creators, like especially like the people like the FaZe guys and stuff, they pay people to like get clips like to post on like TikTok and Twitter and all that shit. Like, really, like no one's going to watch those streams. Like personally, like I know more about those guys from Twitter and from TikTok than I do from streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, you know? But it's also like
it's just how it is.
But I've never seen Neon content that I wasn't forced to watch on TikTok.
Yeah, right.
Like this guy pops up, he's like, Neon gets jumped again.
Neon has 3 days to live.
For the 5th time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, for sure. But no, like I don't know. I feel like for the plan for content right now, it's just like I want to eventually do more variety, but I just want to be able to like do content and be full time where I could just like live my life just peacefully, you know? Like after I finish school and shit.
That's the dream, bro.
Now I can only do YouTube. Yeah. That'd be like in my mind, I'm just like, we finally did it. Because like I've told like this in a couple podcasts, but basically like, oh God, when I was in, I think I was like in kindergarten or preschool, there was a teacher that hated me so much. Like, cause I was just like,
kid is crazy.
She hated me or whatever. Right. Like whatever. I would just like mess around. Cause I would do all my work and shit. But like my mom told me that apparently, cause like when kids are like not challenged and like they're bored and they did all their work, they're just going to like mess around. They don't care anymore or whatever. Right. So like, I would just like, you know, like slack off and shit like that. So boom, like the teacher called my mom to like the classroom or to like a room or whatever. It was like, we need to have a talk about your son. Like he's just acting out, like he's just behaving badly, whatever. And she was like, well, is he doing all his work? She's like, yeah, but he's not gonna. Like quoted by her was just like, she's like, he's gonna be a failure for the rest of his life and will never succeed in anything that he does.
Fuck.
Like told that to my mom, like as like a kindergartner, like preschool. Like,
those are fighting words.
Yeah, and my mom like was like, okay, all right, I'll prove you wrong. And so then like
you already make more money than I am probably.
Yeah, like I'm just chilling, but it's just like kind of like those things to think about. Where it's just like in high school, like I took AP classes, like I was one of the like the smarter kids in my school, whatever. That it's just like my mom was like, I'm never gonna hate her for that, but I'm gonna for sure prove her wrong to show that it's like you can do anything that you want to do, you know.
Hell yeah. You just got a whole lifestyle just based around motivational shit, and I like it. And I wish that I had that shit.
Yeah, I try my best, man. I mean, the thing is like there is a lot of things that I do lack in. Like I need to improve on, like whether that be like my workflow and stuff. Because like even for me, like in my eyes, like I still see myself as like a pretty fucking lazy person. But it's more so just like learning to improve myself each and every single day to where it's just like, while I may not achieve perfection, it's like that's what drives me is that I can always improve. I can always get better.
The goal of perfection
every single day. Yeah,
That's fucking crazy. I wish I had that. I mean, I do kind of have it, but just not.
I don't. I hit go live, then I hit stop stream. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Even for like the videos and shit, dude. Like, even like it's kind of funny to look back at like other people's videos. I'm just like, dude, if I edited like that, like, bro, I would really be done with the video like in a day. Like,
yeah,
editing a video, like cutting a footage and subtitling, I can do that easily in one day. But it's just like the other stuff that I add is just like
just everything, man.
So much
everything,
man.
Fucking like planned to the T almost,
best, bro.
So it's
I have like a whole format and everything that I do. Like I go through like first thing I do is I come up with the idea and thumbnail that I want to go for, like whatever like my video idea wants to be. I do that. I get the thumbnail done. Talk to my thumbnail guy, all that shit. I get that finalized and I choose what I want. Like I have a bunch of different variants that I can test throughout the weeks or whatever it may be. Then I go through, cut up footage, get all that shit cut up. And then a lot of people don't know is that like 90% of the footage that I get is not used in videos. You only see like 10% or maybe 5% of what's actually like in videos and shit. Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, I cut all that up and then I just do sequencing. Like I just J-cut all the audio so it's like all super smooth. Then I kind of like mix and match. Sometimes I'll do one before the other. Like I'll do like subtitling and then I'll do like music first, or I'll do I'll usually do like subtitling or music first, and I choose whichever I want to do. I'll do like whichever one device first, so afterwards. Then I do imagery, like I do all my images and all that stuff, and then I'll do like actual like editing, whether that be like doing certain visual effects, sound effects, doing zooms on the video. And then after that, just like final touches and stuff, and then and add in like my intermissions, dialogue, narration, whatever it may be, and then it's done.
Damn.
That is
it's like a 1-by-1 process for me. Like I'm very like particular when it comes to that stuff. Like I color code everything. Like all that shit's organized. Like I know exactly what's what. Like I'm very like particular when it comes to that type of stuff.
Well, you want to, I mean, it's like you said, you know, you want everyone to be better than the last. So it makes sense that you do it like step by step, I guess.
Yeah. I try my best to make every video as good as I can. And just like, again, like improving. Cause like there's some people that I really do like try to like, you know, look up to like improve my stuff. But also too, it's like, I also realize like, dude, like there really isn't a lot of people who have the same type of style as I do, like in my space. Not like overall, like I'm not saying like I'm better than everybody, but more so just like in like the funny moments, like Call of Duty space. There's not a lot of people that are putting that much effort into their videos as I am. I feel like so.
Yeah.
Fucking,
and if they do, it's probably an editor somewhere.
Yeah, or some shit. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, I do eventually want to get an editor and stuff like that, but I'm gonna wait until like I literally just like I need to get more content out. But like right now, I'm fine with the pace I am. I just need to improve my videos each and every single time.
It's also finding like the right person to edit to that can match your style exactly.
100%. That's what I fear, dude. It's just like, will it feel the same? You know?
Yeah. I know Fitz was struggling with that for a while.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like nitpicky and stuff. Be like, oh, well, I want this and this and this and this and this change, because it's just like they'll never be able to perfectly get it right. But there are people who can get it close enough. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's what you could do too is just have someone do it, get it close enough, and then you can do like the final touches on it.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's the thing that I because I used to edit for people and stuff like that. Like I would have to. It's like some people I had to try to replicate their styles, and like no bullshit, that was the most stressful like job I've ever had to do. Like it's horrible, dude, because you had to do everything to a T. Like it's so annoying. Some people would just like clicks, but for others, it's like you really had to like sit down and think like, okay, like what would he do here? What would he do here? What would he do here?
Oh yeah, it's I did a little bit of editing for Excel, one of them, part of the Winkies, and trying to match his style. That was probably one of the, like you said, it's so stressful because you're like, this is a British guy too. I'm just like, British humor is a lot more different than American humor. So I'm just sitting there trying to figure out,
like
would a British person find this funny? And then
it's like they're big into like sarcasm and stuff like that, and like the self-deprecating humor.
Yep, and then also the subtitling is like their subtitling is different than my subtitling, so I have to go through and like study the videos and be like, how would he subtitle this? How would he do this?
No, what makes me laugh is like when I was in like 1 or 2 videos with on like Zigzag's channel and stuff, and there's certain words that like I use that like here like in the US is like kind of normal, but like not really over there, that he would like completely butcher, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like,
oh yeah,
probably have never even seen that word. Or, like
that was vice versa for context. Me. It was like I had to.
Yeah. You sent me a clip, and you're like, "Do you know what the fuck he's saying here?"
Yeah, it was.
I was like "No, bro."
I had to message him like multiple times. I was like, "Hey, what the fuck is this word?" Because it was just like it was through the thick accent on top of like a word I've never used in my vocabulary ever, and I was just like, "This is insane." And then it was just like, "Oh yeah, I just said hat." I was like, "What?
Bruh.
What? Okay."
That's insane. No, yeah, it's not easy because I think the biggest creator I think I've ever worked for was. Do you guys know who Suda is?
Oh wait, is that the bigger guy?
Yeah, like Black Ops, like Call of Duty guy. Yeah,
I remember.
I worked for him for a little bit, and yeah, that was stressful for sure. So I worked for him and this other guy named Chaotic, on Chaotic, like on YouTube. He used to be like a Rainbow Six Siege like creator. Like I worked for him. That was stressful as hell too. It wasn't easy, but he was a really like they're nice people, but it's just not easy.
Oh yeah. Life of an editor is hard.
Yeah, man.
If you ever,
so that's why like I fucking stopped doing that shit. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna content, man.
I wanted to do that. Like I just want to do something with my life that involves content, whether it be my own or someone else's. So it's like I mean that's why I moved to this city. I wanted to move to the city because there's like a lot of creation going on here, and there's a lot of like opportunities. I just have yet to even try. So I gotta start doing that.
I got you, bro. Yeah. I'll blow up and then you can be my editor.
For real. There you go. Feeds into itself.
Yep. Just unlimited money source.
Yeah. Literally. The thing is you don't even pay him. You just like he just gets to live there for free. Chilling.
That'd be sick though. I would do that.
There's actually a guy that I know who this guy on YouTube and Twitch named Lo. He has like camera guys that like help like work for him. He just gives them, I mean, he probably gives them a salary too, but like free housing and like just anything, like whatever they need.
Yeah.
Like live in a house together, like in LA or whatever.
That'd be sick as fuck. Just like, it's give me money to live my life and I live here for free. Yeah. Easy peasy. Yeah, I live a frugal life. Not by choice, but
yeah. No, like I'm the same way. Like I don't really have like a lot of like nice shit. Like the thing that's funny is like when I moved back to my parents for the summer just 'cause, like I wanted to be closer to like family and like friends and stuff. Like I think it took approximately like 45 minutes to move everything that I needed to the new house. Like to pack everything into a car was like 45 minutes.
We were like that at the beginning. So I mean, he just moved out here in his car. Everything that he came out here with was just in his car.
I don't really believe in owning more things than I can just throw in a car or just leave behind. Like that table, that shit's staying here.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I'm like, well, I planned on living, and then I got married here, so I kind of have to stay here. But everything, when we first we moved into an apartment first, and everything took like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to pack in and pack out. While we were living out of the apartment, obviously I got more furniture, we got more things. And this last time, we just moved here a couple months ago, and it took 6 people and like 4 hours to move everything in and out of the other place to here. And it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
And then now I know that next time I move, which I hope isn't for a long time, I am hiring movers. Because I am not doing that shit again. Because I got more stuff since then.
Yeah, because I've had to help move like with my family to like my parents' like current house, and like I moved a bunch in my life. Like I've probably moved like 7 or 8 times in my life. Like I moved a decent amount. So it's just like I'm used to it at this point. Like I don't think I'll ever get movers because I think it's because I'm so used to just moving my shit. I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'll fucking crank it out.
If I was moving into a house.
Get it. House to house is like, that's a whole other process, dude. Like that's just like a lot of shit, you know?
That's my thing.
If you've accumulated like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. If I were to move from here to a house, easy. If I was to move here to another apartment, movers. Because the stairs are what kills me.
Yeah.
And it might be because I'm bigger, but we had people who weren't big who are struggling. And so it's like, no, I'm not doing that, especially now.
Yeah, I almost had a heart attack, but I vape all day. So
yeah,
we just have heavy shit now too. And that would suck. So, well, Vega, you were telling me you originally wanted to keep it around like maybe 1.5 hours. We talked
for a good bit.
Wow.
We're about to hit the 3-hour mark here.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Whoops.
No, it's all good. It was fun.
Oh, I love it, man.
I literally like preemptively. I literally like what's it called? I told everybody like that wanted to record it. I was like, we're gonna push or like to record or like work or whatever. Maybe I was like, just give me like 3 hours just in case. Or,
and I'm glad that you did that because I didn't even look at the time until like now, and I was just like, I don't know if you saw me counting on my fingers, and I was just like, 11, 12. What the fuck? Like this is way longer than
it's all good. I had fun. It was enjoyable.
Oh yeah, man. I feel
like 3 hours, bro.
It doesn't. That's the one thing I love about like just the whole conversation bit is just it just flies, and especially when it's easy to talk to somebody like you, it makes it so much better.
Yeah, 100%.
But I appreciate you coming on, man. I hope that we can do some more stuff in the future.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Whether it be game, I'm not really a COD guy, but
yeah. I mean, I have other games that I play too, so don't have to worry about it too much. I have like loads of games that I probably like because I'm the type of person where like I like just games in general. Like I'm never gonna be like, oh, dude, I don't want to play that fucking, even like playing fucking Roblox. I'm like, I'll do it.
What is one game? I have one more question for you, just because you said that. What is one game that you will play all the time, but you won't play it on stream or for content at all?
Oh man. Probably Roblox, to be honest, because like, okay, so basically, like, I don't know if you guys ever heard about like that's a game called Dress to Impress or whatever. Like,
yeah, I've seen that
dress up game.
People love
my
that
friends. My friend's girlfriend will like have us play with her like all the time, or like with my sister. Like, I'll play that game with them because I'm just like, I don't really like it. Like, it's okay. Like,
I don't like it.
I just do it because like my friends.
Yeah.
It sounds closeted. I know it sounds closeted as hell. But like. My friend, like I like playing games with my friends. That's basically what I like games for mainly. It's just because it's like I get to spend time and hang out with my friends, and that's what makes the games worth it. Like if you told me like, oh, let's get on Apex, like okay, sure. I don't really like Apex that much. Like Apex is like a game as much as like other games, but it's just like I enjoy playing with my friends. That's what makes it fun for me.
I like
that's what makes it worth it.
Hell yeah.
So,
now, do you ever win in Dress to Impress?
Oh, dude, yeah, I get podium like hella, bro. I'm just goated like that. I'm like that, bro. Fashion demon over here.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. But no, yeah, it's usually like that game I play like with like that I'm not like a huge fan of. But other games too is like Fortnite. Like I'll play Fortnite with my little sister. Like that one's fun.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of funny because since I moved out with like back home or back over here, so I'm not with my family anymore. My brother goes to school, so it's like she's kind of like home all day, just like she goes to high school, but like she's home all day, like just by herself or like with my parents and stuff. So she gets lonely. So like literally, like we made up family Fortnite where me and my brother and my sister will play Fortnite together. It's just funny.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Wholesome, just like funny stuff. Yeah. So we just do it because it's like we get to catch up with her, and it's like we just play and mess around. Like we troll each other all the time. Like she's the type where like I think just because of how my family is, we're very competitive. But like I'm not like that with Fortnite anymore. We're like I just don't get as competitive as I used to be. Mm-hmm. So like she'll always try to like win and just like play her best or whatever. So we'll like literally just drive around in cars, just running people over. She's just always like, "Why are you guys trying to kill people? Like I want to get kills too." We just think it's funny, So it's just kind of like that wholesome aspect where I have games where like I don't like the game for the game. I like it for the experience that I have with it,
Yeah, I think that's beneficial to have. I don't really play games too much right now, but Rocket League.
No, dude. Literally, all I do like for the majority of the day is I edit, watch YouTube videos, or play COD. Like play Valorant like here and there.
I want the life. That's the life.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Or like homework.
Boo, not that part. I don't want that life.
Yeah. No, dude, there's for my school, I actually have like a new project coming up where it's like this, it's like low-key like a corporate job where we have to sign a contract for it's kind of weird. So basically how it works is it's there's like 5 different companies that we have to choose to like redesign like all their branding and stuff, like their logo, website, all that shit. And it was like you can choose who you work with, and there's no limit on how many people are on the team or whatever. So it's like you could have like all 20 kids like on one company or whatever, but you can choose who you want on your thing. But how it works is you have there's 3 contracts you can choose from: an A contract, a B contract, and a C contract. there's different like requirements for each contract. And if you choose to do like an A contract, if you do all the things, you get an A in the class or like on the project, and everyone gets an A. But if you have to complete all those, but if you don't complete one or like not as good as to meet the expectations, you fail the project.
Damn.
Like it's actually fucked. It's like a job, you know, like a corporate job. Like, and that's what I think is good about it. It's like, it's teaching us like how to work in a corporate like experience and environment where it's just like, you have a team, you guys all have to work on your shit, you know? Because up until now, it's been kind of like solo stuff. Like you show your project, whatever you redesign, whatever it may be. So it's a pretty big deal. And it's just like things like that. It's like, I have like that I'm working on. I have my 3 other classes and shit that I have to do. So it's like balancing all that stuff where it's like YouTube, I have to like, you know, getting content out semi often, doing schoolwork, other life stuff that I'm doing, and just like whatever, like being able to live my life, you know?
Yeah. And
like,
all your background like, shit too. Stuff. Like all your background project on top of all this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to like work on the brand stuff, right? I'm trying to work on the podcast stuff too. Like I didn't even think about that either. So it's just like that as well, you know? And then of course, like any other endeavors that I eventually want to plan on doing, it's just like, that's even more time that's going to be taking away from whatever my other stuff's doing, you know? That's why like, especially like recently with this year, I've been trying to do like more scheduling with myself, like scheduling like, oh, like I work like 2 hours on this and then 2 hours on this. Okay, this is the time that I go to school. Okay, now I work another hour on this, you know? That way it's like, I'm not wasting too much time because again, there are times where, I mean, I feel like there's normal people, we just procrastinate naturally. Yeah. So it's like, I'm going to be like, oh, fuck, I just spent 2 hours watching YouTube videos. Like, fuck, what the fuck did I just do with my life, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too, is like, I literally bought, because I'm like a physical person, so I bought a actual planner, like a physical planner.
Oh, yeah, and I used to have one of those. And I use like my notes app on my phone. That's usually what I do.
I do that, but then I'll forget that it's there. And then with the reminders and everything, if I have it on my desk sitting right there in front of me, like I can
your eyes will just like wander to it naturally.
Because I'm gonna have both like on my actual calendars app and everything like that too. But I think the better thing if I'm physically writing it down, I think it'll just help me better.
Yeah. One thing that really helps me honestly with like getting like productive stuff done is that like I'll put a timer on my phone, like literally just a timer of just like, okay, for 1 hour straight, I'm going to just edit. Like I don't to look at anything else. Like I touch like nothing else. Like I'm going to only like, I turn off my ringer, like everything. So that way it's just like, only thing I will hear is just the timer go off and that's it. That's you know, and I just lock the fuck in.
That's what I've been doing like the last week. I mean, because I'm a little bit behind on the episodes. So like this next week is just going to be like a clusterfuck of videos coming out because I've been locked in. So it's going to be like Monday, Wednesday, and then your episode will be on Friday. And it's going to be, dope. And then I'll be caught up and we'll be fucking good. But like I was like, I'll come home from work, shit, shower, hop on the computer, edit. And then to the point where like, even when my wife comes home or whatever, I'm just like, you got to go away. I'm locked in.
That's sick. Yeah, man. I mean, like so far, I mean, it's been sick to see like what you guys are doing, you know? And it's just like, again, like I told my friends with like our podcast that we plan on doing, it's like, this can lead to something like genuinely like profitable that like we can literally just live off of, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like nowadays with like, as we were talking about timers, my timer just, yeah.
The 3 hour timer.
I have timers. No, I have timers for like certain things like for when I fast. So like I have like fasting period starts, fasting period ends. I have timers for like be disciplined. You need to keep working. Like things like that to kind of just like recalibrate myself and just like certain timers for like, oh, you have this to do. You have this to do. You have this to do, you know? Because like I'm one of those people where, dude, my memory is horrible. I'm gonna forget shit. You know? Yeah. Like I always put timers for myself, so that way that you know what I mean? Because it's just like I can't avoid that, you know? So
that's a good exercise. Trying some timers.
Yeah, I do timers, and then of course like the alarms and shit like that I have, and then of course just like my notes app, things on my computer and shit like that. So yeah, and of course just like other like outside motivators, like doing it for my mom and doing it for my family, because it's just like growing up from a family that just works all the time. Like in a Mexican family, it's just like we all just their thought is just like go to school, get a job,
go to work,
you know, and it's just like I want to break that cycle. Like I know it sounds like kind of corny, like Andrew Tate-ish, like break the 9 to 5 cycle, but like I genuinely like want to create generational wealth for my family and being able to support them and being able to do what I love while being able to support everyone that I know.
Yeah.
You know?
You'll be the break in the timeline. You'll be the
for sure, dude.
Yes, and that's sick.
Dude, no, that teacher set me up for success, man. Like she said that if I was failing, bro, guess it was opposite day because I'm fucking winning right now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Hater. Like you got these crazy cliches going on that's like but they're actually true, and it's like
Yeah.
It's so funny because like, you know, you got your rappers and stuff like, yo, my teacher said I wasn't going to be shit. Look at me now.
Yeah.
And then they got 10 views on Spotify. But but now look at you now.
It's a motivator for me. Yeah, 100%, dude. Like, because it's just like, the way I see it is just like, if I might as well just try to do it. Like, even if I failed at this, like, at least I know and went to bed that next day knowing that I at least tried my best and I at least tried what I tried, going for. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't like leave it as like a what if, because again, like they say, like the biggest receipt you'll ever receive in your life is regret. Like, it's just true.
That's what I said. I mean, that's this whole podcast was up in the air for like a long time too. Like we always talked about doing something like this, and then finally we're just like pulled the trigger. I mean, we started it with one co-host, and we even talked about like since the whole plan was kind of ruined because the co-host left. But then we're just like, nah, we're gonna keep going.
The show must go on. Yeah.
Yep.
And here we are, like fucking doesn't have a number, but 33 episodes deep now, and I think that we are doing just fine.
Hell yeah.
It's almost been a fucking year, man. So that's
sick, dude.
So 100%. Hopefully we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep this train going. Hopefully just keep growing from here, because it's been the last like month or so has been really good for us. And I mean, I'm more motivated. Hope to keep it going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be sick, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely too. Like, I'll talk to a couple of my friends who might be interested in joining or getting on the podcast if you guys want.
Oh yeah, that's 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think like that's what it kind of like. I feel like you guys are trying to go for. It's just like, again, like shedding different light like on these creators and other people that you guys know. Like, even if they're not even like content creators, but just like different people.
Oh yeah, that's our goal right now. It's just like people who have an audience of some sort that they want to.
Yeah.
That they want to.
Well, that's the whole idea, right? Is we know we can't offer them anything in terms of growth, right? But we're getting growth out of it, but they're getting to get that opportunity to sit down and kind of show their true selves to their audience.
It's a win-win. And then eventually we 100%. Will have a growth to give back to. Hopefully. Not hopefully, we will. We will get that growth. And
you gotta think about it as like will, not if.
So when we get that growth, we'll have the opportunity to give them that too. But for now, I mean, it's still just, I mean, we've had people like you who are, in my eyes, bigger creators that are on the podcast, and I think that's a good jump start already. So it's it's just like the saying is, bro, like nothing changes if nothing changes. Like you always have to start from, like, everyone started from day one or from step one. Day one or one day, boys. Day one or one day.
Yup.
Yeah.
But biggest timer went off, guys. That's his. We got our 3 hours, which, and just to keep in mind, we were expecting 1 to maybe 1.5 hours. So thank you, Vega, for joining us for so long.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully we'll see more of you in the future. I definitely will talk to you off stream, off things like that, because you are a really cool person, and I like talking to you.
Likewise.
But thanks again for coming on. Guys, follow Vega, Vegabomb on everything. I think there's numbers. I don't remember the numbers though.
Yeah, Twitter, I think it's like Vegabomb 3. Twitch, it's like YouTube Vegabomb, because I couldn't get Vegabomb at all. Somebody had it. So like, I'm trying to get partners so I can just have only Vegabomb and shit.
Steal that shit back.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I got to get it back.
But all his links will be down below, guys. Go follow him. Go follow all our personal links as well. And don't forget to follow, of course, all the Yap Squad official accounts. They will be linked down below. Again, Vega, thank you so much for joining us. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you, guys. Next week, we'll have a special guest. That's for me to edit in the special guest. And we will see you next week.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. Thank you again for joining, man. Love you.
Yeah, bro. It was fun. It was fun as hell.
That was fucking sick, bro.